fellow Moxie and Miters out there from Nat 1 land. We are the Nat 1 Liners, and we are starting D&D today. The most confusing intro ever.
What up?
Everybody say hi. Yeehaw.
Hi, everybody.
Howdy, everybody.
Yellow.
Hi.
Oh, poor Maywin is a tad under the weather, and she's going to do a kick-ass job for us tonight, though, because this whole story is, based on her. I wrote the whole game on her. Yeah, no pressure. No pressure.
Just if I suddenly disappear, you'll have to fight something.
Right? It's ad-libbing soliloquies is all we ask for.
Oh, crap. What happened to Maywin? Someone kidnapped her.
The turkey got her.
The turkey got her.
Ah, those damn turkeys. I thought we killed them all.
Didn't we drink all the turkeys? No, they keep making them. Speaking of drinks, everybody out there in chat land and all, happy drink day, man. Because every day is drink day. Cheers, everybody. We love you. Thank you so much for joining and watching. We will be getting down to D&D. Right meow. As a matter of fact, we weren't here on this stupid map the last time. We were fighting in the cursed courtyard of Rylinmitor, in the silver trees above the misty forest. We were fighting some strange ghosts that kind of popped up all over the place. No one knows why. The last thing I remember from last week, though, is that poor Maywin, Princess Maywin, has been possessed by a ghost.
Feels like it too.
Ooh, sounds like it too.
Such a method actor.
I know.
Right?
I went hard for you guys.
Your eyes turn blue and glow eerily in the mists. Grimble, I remember correctly. You had your turn, and that was where we ended. You had shot your caustic brew, I believe.
Yep.
All over these three zombies.
Pulled out my caustic brew super soaker and blasted these guys.
Chronic
2 out of 3, I think.
ran out slashing at a few zombies himself.
Mm-hmm.
And we will begin once I can find the right song, because this is a little boring for a big fight.
I didn't sign up for a big fight. I was here for the medium fight.
The medium fight.
No, it was a medium fight, but now that Maywin is
Under my control.
now it's a big fight.
Wait,
Yes.
wait, did I miss that part? What just happened?
Last
When
week,
the ghost
you
went
had the
into her
one.
ear?
The ghost
Oh.
went into her ear and possessed Maywin. She is now under the ghost's control.
Oh, fuck.
we need to do like an exorcism or something.
Is there anything special with your caustic brew that would do any lasting damage to any of these creatures there, buddy?
Yeah, I thought it leaves acid there, doesn't it?
That's like 2d6 acid damage, I think, something like that. But they have
They have
They
to
have to
pass
use
through
it.
and move it.
they have to use a turn to wipe it off, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Creature covered in acid takes 2d4 acid at the start of each of its turns.
Yes. Which he is covered in acid. This wraith. Go ahead and roll me a 2d4, Grimble, as he comes and just materializes to your north. He looks down upon you and touches you.
Ooh.
So
In the
6
bad spot?
damage.
Do you feel touched?
An 8 does not hit, as his
Look.
hand seems to wipe right through you.
Show us where the wraith touched you.
Yeah, show us on the doll exactly where the wraith touched it.
Inside the door.
He screams silently at you, Grimble, as he still has all this goo on his incorporeal flesh.
You're so gooey.
The other wraith comes to your south, does the same thing, taking 2d4 damage. Go ahead and roll that, and he reaches out to touch you. Does a 25 touch you?
Jeez Louise, it does.
Right? The
And
mommy
how?
daddy spot.
All right, so 5 damage to the wraith. I need you to do a constitution save for me, please, after taking 14 necrotic damage.
Constitution.
That's
save.
gonna that's gonna take my reaction for this turn. I'll take a reaction on that one to. Oh crap! Where's my notes?
To do your cloud rune or something?
No, it's not the Cloud Rune. It's one of the new runes,
Just black
though.
damage.
It is babadibidibidoo. The Storm Rune.
Cool.
So they have to roll at disadvantage. So one more roll.
Okay. One more roll on that
Take the
attack.
lower.
Just 1 second here.
I know
And we
he's
will
got
take the
+6,
lower.
but I'm hoping that that does something.
Oh, it's way lower, a 12.
It's way lower. Yeah, good job.
So all of a sudden, the hand that reaches out to you seems to rewind as it touches you at first, and you feel the gooiness from that caustic brew on his fingers on your face, and then all of a sudden everything just disappears. Rewind. He tries to reach for you again, and it passes right through your face,
Everybody
without-
gets one.
harming you. Maywin. Oh no. You are possessed right now, and you can do absolutely nothing about it. So you can either do this or I can do this. I need you to cast your most powerful spell at the closest friend to you.
Mm.
Okay.
What a coincidence. That's a heal.
Am I using the spell I just gained from leveling up?
You could use that one if you would like. It just needs to be something violent and very powerful.
What a dick.
And I think 4 Chronic's the closest one.
Or chronic is. Oh dear lord.
No way. There's a Murphy in between us.
Yeah, you got a steel defender or chronic. If you could hit all three, though, you would try.
Since,
All three. There's two of us.
since
I'm so
Murphy's,
confused.
Grimmel is right next to you. He's right here.
since Murphy's next door, he can use his reaction to impose disadvantage.
Sweet.
Unless
so you have
she targets
disadvantage
him.
on whatever
If she
spell
tar-
you decide to cast, Maywin.
It
Unless you
has to
target
be,
him.
It has to be target. Yeah, it has to target someone else besides Murphy. But as long as
So
she
I'm
doesn't.
gonna target Murphy with Innervation.
Sweet. Go ahead and roll that saving throw. DC of 15 dexterity. As Murphy tries to juggle out of the way of the innovation.
Let's see. Did it just +1? I think it's +1. I don't know. No.
Oh, he does not save. As the enervation, you see the blue eyes of Maywin just look over at Murphy,
Wow.
doing a 26 necrotic damage. The blue flames streak from her face, cutting through Murphy's cockpit.
Oh, some
That was-
goal there.
Yeah, 2 7s and an 8 on 4 8s. Jesus.
I also get I
Half that
regain
life
some
back.
hit points. Yeah.
Yep. Half of 26 back into you, pumped up. As the ghost eyes glowing blue in your head. You hear the screams of your ancestors, Maywin, screaming at you to destroy the evil people that don't belong there. The
Mhm.
forest dwellers. Can you do anything else in your turn, Maywin?
I can move. That's it.
If you would like to, well, you probably wouldn't move right now. You're probably just going to stay engaged with the steel defender.
Okay, then I'm just staying put.
Sweet. Wesley looks over and, what the heck is going on, Maywin? As he comes running up. Let's see how smart this guy is. He's not an idiot. Oh, but he is. Maywin! Maywin! What? What's wrong? As he has no clue, he is just going to wait to see what Maywin does. The ghost is possessing Maywin and taking her turn. The zombie standing. Whoa, that's all right. Say that again, Maywin. It was so fuzzy, we can't understand a word you're saying.
But call me a berry eater.
There we go.
Us, called Us.
The zombie looks with his caustic brew. Go ahead and roll me the 2 die 4 as he slams you Grimble. Does a 19 hit your face, Grimble?
Yes.
19 hits you in the face. But he does take the 5 damage. You take 7 bludgeoning damage as his gooey hand gives you the pimp slap of the century.
That's gross.
This zombie is standing right in front of Chronic, and Chronic has already given him a couple lashes as he kind of bleeds this black ichor all over his clavicle. He turns and tries to punch you in the stomach. Chronic. Does a 21 hit?
Of course it does.
Sweet. Doing 4 bludgeoning damage as you take a haymaker to the belly. This wraith looks around silently and appears in front of Grimble, the closest one, and reaches out to touch you. A 15.
Miss.
Does that touch you, Grimble?
No.
It does not.
Miss.
Oh, you don't have your AC next to your name. I couldn't tell.
Oh, it's 19.
19. Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry. As his hand just peers right through you, you feel the chill of death on your shoulder. Varys, it is now your turn. As you're looking upon this dread scene of possessed Maywin.
I've got a critter like coming up in my face right now, so I'm gonna kind of brace myself and knock an arrow in the beacon of Sylvanus and take a shot at him before he gets too close. This guy here.
Perfect.
Oh, actually, before I do that, I'm going to use my bonus action to use Giant Smite, and I'm going to grow to 14 feet tall.
14 feet.
Indeed. Large critter.
You have lots of hit points.
I do.
He ate the red mushroom with white spots on it.
But you don't have to worry about those hit points. Just ignore those.
Just ignore those hit points.
At least I didn't say them out loud.
Those are not the hit points you're looking for.
So that's a 21 to hit on that guy.
Oh yeah, man. You slosh right through this very vulnerable zombie that stands in front of thee.
Awesome. He's going to get not a lot of damage from that, but he'll also get the Giant's Might. Holy crap. Crap damage.
Nice, dude. So -8 altogether.
Correct. So if he's still standing, I'll have to put another one in him.
He is still standing, but he is lit, so you are at advantage.
So rolling at advantage. Rolling at advantage. There we go. 22 to hit on that one.
Oh yeah.
Good thing that was at advantage.
I was about to say that other one didn't look so hot.
As the string snaps on Sylvanus.
Right.
No.
8.
So he'll get 8 more piercing.
A DTD.
So beautiful. So if you remember, he was all bum rushing me, and so I'll kind of reel back on my left foot and drop an arrow right in his gut. And as he reels over, I'll drop one right in the top of his dome, and he just spills right onto his face.
Awesome. The path is free and clear in front of you, Varys. What do you do?
Just a sec, I got a dog barking. I want to make sure it doesn't.
That's all right. We love Zelda. Well, I do. Zelda's pretty cool.
Okay, so that's bonus and action.
I think you have movement left.
Just a sec, I just have movement. Just a sec. I'm going to move south 30 feet. So let's go ahead and paste that out to there. And that's my turn.
Sweet. Blastius Aphaseus. It is now your turn as you bring up the rear of this combat tracker.
What else is new?
You're staring at a beautiful fountain, pouring mists.
The rear.
Piles of zombies in front of you.
Walk over here. Hey, Bears. And gonna yell, Maywin, and shoot my psychic lance at her.
Oh. Maywin, I need you to make a DC 15 intelligence save.
As he does that, I tell him, no, we should attack the ghost that's like possessing her.
You can't.
Oh, I can't. So why is it on the field here?
It's inside of her. I just have it there so I don't lose it.
Nice.
But I could do this, I guess.
That one.
Oh, dear Lord. So we're going to double that damage.
Uh-oh.
44 damage as you basically just walk right into this psychic lance.
And
It
she's
hits you like a hockey puck.
incapacitated.
You are now laying down on the ground, your eyes still glowing blue as you take 44 psychic damage from your best friend Blastius.
Oh.
All of a sudden, Blastius, you hear in your head in Maywin's voice, "Why me, you son of a bitch?"
What the heck, man?
I'll get that ghost out. Don't you worry.
I'll beat it out of you.
Even if I have to kill you to do it.
Hey, Dylan, let me help you.
Crotch kick.
It's like the elephant thing all over again.
She's
Anything else
also
for your turn,
incapacitated.
Blastius? Yes, she is incapacitated right now. I will try to find that symbol.
Well, I mean, that's at first I was like, oh, that's kind of a dick move, but then incapacitated makes me think, okay, it was kind of worth
Well,
it.
bam.
I get her to
That's
stop
kind of
beating
why I
us up.
did it. Yeah.
Maywin is now incapacitated, eyes still glowing as she is laying on the ground in a catatonic state from this psychic lance. And you convert your sorcery points.
Yes.
Nice, dude. Anything else?
That will do it.
That will do it.
Yes.
Sweet. Back to the top of the order, Chronic.
Woot.
Standing in front of that zombie which you have hacked into. You see a caustic brew line coming straight from Grimble, hitting all these other wraiths and zombies that have moved around you.
Is this guy still alive in front of me?
The guy in front of you is still alive.
Okay, well then, yeah, I'm going to attack him first. Oh, that should hit.
Oh, yes.
29, and then, so for the damage, though, I think I have to add 2d8, though, because I have my, what's it called? God damn it. Crimson Rite of Dawn
Oh,
activated.
yes.
Oh,
I'm glad you remember that.
so it'll be additional, so 12, so it's 20 damage, 20 piercing.
20 piercing damage. DED, man. Dead as a doornail.
Okay, so I take my final swipe and I just chop this guy in two. But I want to see if, with my reaction, I can use my Blood Curse of the Fallen Puppet on him to make him attack the wraith behind him before I make my next move. So here,
Sweet.
there it goes. So it's a reaction. If a creature that I can see dies, then I can have that creature make a weapon attack, and I'm going to amplify it. So it did the 4 damage to me. So now it's going to do move up to half its attack speed, so it's got a +3 bonus to its attack roll. Okay, so I'm going to have it attack the wraith right behind it,
Sweet.
and then just
It
add
turns
+3
around
bonus to it.
As it's falling down, one of its teeth turns and starts scraping down the wraith's arm. That is +3 on that.
So 8.
Okay, an 8. That does not hit the wraith, unfortunately. As the teeth seem to slide through the wraith corporal skin, it does not hit.
All right. Well, it's still my turn, so I'm going to end up moving forward anyway.
Perfect.
Right here.
Stepping on the zombie you just killed.
Hang on, I'm going to pick that guy.
It's
I'm gonna
super
move over
squishy.
here, and I'm going to attack that guy with my second attack, because I still have my second attack. Oh, and that doesn't do very much. Well,
That just misses.
okay, and then with my final hit, I'll use my useful short sword. That should hit 21,
That does.
and that will. Oh, 4 piercing. That's
4
it.
piercing to said wraith. Sweet.
Wraith is considered undead, yeah.
Yes,
Well, I mean, it doesn't apply because I wasn't using the right sword, but I just want to make sure.
absolutely
future.
does.
Okay.
Grimble, you are surrounded by the undead with Chronic at your back, trying his best to fend them off of you.
Wait, sorry, was I able to move right here? I didn't know if I could because the guy
He
was
did
there.
move. He's dead.
But can I move to that spot? That's
Yep.
where I want. Okay, cool. Sorry.
No, don't apologize, dude. You're doing great. Let me get the dead out of your way.
Move those dead out of my way, please.
Right.
Bring out your dead. Ding.
Bong.
Grimble, it is your turn. You are muted. And have been muted this whole time.
Man, I said so many funny things too.
Right?
It was so nice. Oh.
Liar!
Shut
Liar!
up, yeah, hot dog.
He wins
guzzler.
the Grammy for the best metal act.
All right, let's see here. I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Kinetic Jaunt. Go ahead.
What did you say?
Kinetic,
Guess what?
Kinetic Jaunt. It should be in the
Kinetic
thing here.
jaunt. It is.
Yes, increases
I thought you
my
said-
walking
I swear you
speed.
said Kinetic Johnson.
Kinetic. Yeah, that's how it's reflavored. I use it like a pole vault, and I just jump over everybody. No, I don't provoke opportunity attacks.
That's different.
I
Basically what that
spring
is.
like a kangaroo.
So I'm
like
gonna run
Johnson.
over here without anybody attacking me, basically. And then, so that was my bonus action. And then I reach into my inventory, and I'm gonna throw one of my consumables. This one, I think, yeah. I throw a grenade.
A 12.
Wait, hold on. I wanna move farther away so I don't hurt Chronic. Let me just make sure I was here, and my thing was 40.
It is a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to move myself further. 5, 10. Okay, so 40. All right, so I can go here. No, shit. So I can go here. That's 40 from where I was at. I just make
Your
sure.
line to Chronic is right here.
40. Okay. So, yeah, I'm just trying to not blow Chronic up with this thing.
I'd appreciate that. That's nice of you.
Yeah. All right, so let me just throw that again. That is. Boom. Wait, did it go? Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Boom.
Okay, so they need to make a save of 15 dexterity. Let's see what they got. Oh, not a one saves.
All right, that's 15 damage.
Dying.
Dying.
15 explosion damage. Which is a thing, I swear.
So Grimble, he kind of, you see his feet is almost like a burst of fire or energy from his feet as he kind of flies out of there from these guys. And as he's dipping out, he kind of just tosses a grenade behind him nonchalantly, and it lands right there. And
Does he do like the slow-mo walk-off? Is there just a giant explosion behind him?
I mean, it's people saw it in slow mo, but it was actually, it happened
DED a
very
zombie.
quickly.
Nice.
But yeah, and all
One of
these
the
zombies.
zombies dies.
Okay, he just he falls down on fire. Yeah, exploded on. The other guys, they're still alive too, huh?
They are all still alive as these wraiths are a little more powerful than the squishy zombies.
Yeah, they're pretty tough. Okay, and that's my turn.
All of Maywin's ancestors are dying in front of you. The
Again.
wraith looking around exploded. I need you to roll a 2d4, Grimble. As he appears right next to Chronic, taking 6 damage from that caustic brew.
Nice.
What the heck is going on here? Did I not move? Wait, what? What is it? Okay. He reaches out to touch you, Chronic. He touches you. I need you to roll a DC con save at
No.
disadvantage.
No, I'm going to use a luck point and have you roll that again.
Oh, this is your last luck point, if I remember correctly.
It's better than whatever you were about to do to me.
Yes, double that 20. Oh, a 19 still hits, so I still need to get a DC con save.
That's fine. It's just not going to hurt as much as what it
Oh,
would
heck
have.
no. That would have been 36 damage. You only take 18 necrotic damage.
Wait, I thought I clicked it. There we go. Oh, I say. Oh, wait.
You do
what was
save.
it? 14, yeah. So
14.
Nice. So I take half of 8. I take 9.
No, you still take the full damage. You just don't have the secondary effect.
But which is what? I have defense against necrotic, resistant against necrotic. Sorry.
Okay, so then it would just be half of 18.
Yeah, so 9.
9.
So that's what I said, though. That's right.
Yeah, but it's not because you made the pass on the Constitution save.
Yeah, there's a secondary effect that.
Yeah, because well, I knew I had resistance as well. I should have said that.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Cool.
So
It reaches forth, touching you, doing very little damage, which seems to piss the wraith off as its elvish ears tingle.
Reaching forth, touching you.
Roll another 2d4 for me, Grimble. This is the last wraith that will take damage. As he comes spinning up behind you, Chronic, to go and touch Murphy.
wait, is he moving away from me then?
He moves incorporeally, so he just appeared right through you and behind you. You do not have an opportunity to attack.
Okay.
He can actually stop right in you if he wanted to, but he decided to go behind you and try to attack Murphy, and he did not, as for some reason Murphy's whole body is covered in this weird necrotic sheen. The wraith does no damage to Murphy and seems dumbfounded by this thought. Maywin.
Stupid ghost.
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and roll my 4d8 for necrotic or for my innervation against Murphy.
Well, you are incapacitated
cannot.
You're still
right
knocked
now.
out.
You're incapacitated. You can't make an action or a reaction.
Ooh.
So she roll
do
to
a
get
bonus
out of it?
What do I do? So since I got hit, do I need to roll some kind of thing to
It's good
I'm
until
holding
my
my
next turn.
concentration?
You're incapacitated till my
Yeah.
next turn.
So for right now, you can do nothing except move.
Could she do a bonus action?
Oh, and a bonus action, yes.
moved?
So if you have any bonus action spell,
Let me see.
No, wait, because she moved away from Murphy, wouldn't he get an opportunity attack on her?
he would if Grimble would like him to attack if he hasn't used his reaction this turn.
But also, are we trying to attack Maywin? I feel like I don't want to.
Grimble, you are muted again.
No.
FYI, the internet says you can't do a bonus action when you're incapacitated.
Really?
I had to look that one up.
All I have is Misty Step anyway, so. The innervation just automatically drops, or do you want me to roll something for that?
No, you wouldn't. It's not a concentration, but it only happens once, right?
No, it's a concentration.
Yeah, it's a concentration.
So yeah, you would have dropped
So
it
since
when you
you're,
moved away.
yeah, you would have dropped it
Just checking.
with becoming incapacitated.
Oh yeah,
I would
sorry.
assume that would drop that concentration.
Just checking.
Or she
So
at
all
least
you
has to
basically
make a
have
saving
is-
throw, to be fair. I don't know. Like a constitution check,
Who would make the Constitution check?
maybe.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, Maywin, go ahead and make a Constitution check to see if you can keep. No, you know what? I'm going to override that. If you're
Okay.
incapacitated, you just don't get to concentrate anymore. That's
Yeah.
that's how that's going to work.
That makes sense.
Okay. I just
Yeah, that makes way more
That's
sense.
good.
Perfect. All right, May, when you move around doing what you can, and it is now Wesley's turn. As he's still stomping around looking for someone to hit, he does jump forward and tries to attack one of the wraiths in front of him with his greater defending greatsword. Misses with his first hit. Comes back again to try again, hitting with his second. Ooh, doing 16 damage.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. His magical sword glistens in the night, slicing through the wraith. The ghost is going on Maywin's turn. It is now the wraith's turn. That's standing up here, looking around cautiously. Runs over to this Wesley person who just came into the fray. Hitting him. Doing, oh my gosh, 29 damage. What the balls
Wait,
is that?
Can I storm rune that one too then?
You're going to try to storm rune that. Okay.
Yeah. So he's at disadvantage on that.
He rolls again.
Yeah, you got 2 8s on that.
Yeah.
That does not hit. As a rewind spell happens, he reaches back forward, trying to grab poor Wesley Stipes, and misses. Eris,
Oh,
you are in control of this fight, brother.
okay. I will target one of the wraiths. I'll target the one that's in betwixt Chronic and Wesley. It is betwixt them. And he will get the Beacon of Sylvanus. Only 13 to hit on that one.
A 13 just hits.
Oh, no shit. Okay. Well,
Now
that's
you
wonderful.
know it's AC.
So he's gonna get favored foe as well.
Okay.
So he's gonna get the damage from that shot, which isn't much, but he's gonna get the Giant's Might and the favored foe damage, which is another 9 on top of that. So
Ooh,
that's rad.
9. DED.
Sweet. So I just kind of draw my bow down on him and have a hard time really kind of figuring out quite where it's at, but there's just a moment where the visual of the wraith comes clear and I let loose and the arrow finds its mark and poof, it disappears in the cloud of smoke.
Nice.
For my second shot, I will target this wraith down here. Way better. Yeah, that'll hit 24.
Oh, yeah.
And as a bonus action, he's going to get. Wait. I need to look that up. See if favored foe just stays with the type of foe or if it needs to change over.
That would make sense if it did.
It works. I don't know why I don't know that yet. No, it's just going to be a straight. It's just going to be a straight damage.
Okay. So 8 piercing.
Oh, yep. Sorry, I already rolled the damage. Disregard the second damage roll.
All good?
So that was bonus and action and no, I didn't use the bonus action.
You did not.
Favored foe is the special use.
And this wraith is lit.
Yes. So I will. I'll use nothing for my bonus action.
Nothing for the bonus action.
Yeah, and I'm happy where I'm at.
Perfect. Lassius Facey, it is now your turn.
Alrighty. I'm gonna flip off both these wraiths and. Oh.
Ooh. The fireballs just stream from your hands, hitting absolutely nothing in front of you, just flying and sputtering all over the place. I need you to roll me a 1d100 on this extended wild magic part to see what happens.
Oh, shit.
75.
Ooh, 75. That's a bad one. You glow with a bright light in a 30-foot radius for the next minute. Any creature that ends a turn within 5 feet of you will be blinded until its next turn. So you are lit up like all of these bad guys that have been hit by the Sylvanus arrow.
Did he blind Barris?
Barris, you see this sunburst just flare up next to you as Blastius turns on the heat.
I'm gonna back up. No one's going on. Everything's all bright.
Oh shit. Look how bright he is.
Sweet. Anything else for your turn?
The hell?
No. I'm too mad at failing at that to go again. What the fuck was that?
Nat one's in the chat.
Does anybody have the ability to exorcise the demon from Maywin? Or the ghost? Does anyone have Ghostbuster abilities?
Before Chronic's turn, we need a perception check from everybody. Even you, Maywin.
No.
Chronic. You've been hit from the ectoplasmic splatter of a wraith.
21.
You got slimered.
Okay.
Right on. The rest of you, though, all of a sudden, you see Maywin's brother come bursting into the courtyard. Oh, what the hell is going on in here? I thought you guys were going to check out the cat. Oh my gosh, look at all these ghosts in here. What in the nine hells is going on? As he comes running up into the courtyard. He joins the fray.
Watch out, your sister's possessed by a demon or some shit.
Well, why would you let her get possessed?
Oh yeah, we'd let her get possessed. You fucking idiot, not us.
Jeez, Moxie and Mike, you're worthless. Chronic, it is now your turn.
How would you stop a ghost going into her ear?
We don't fight a lot of ghosts.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack the guy right next to me, and I get advantage on attacks, so...
Good
As
thing
you
he wasn't
backstab
here
him.
like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, right?
23.
That hits.
Alright, so that'll do that damage, but I also get 2d8. God, my 2d8's a bit shit. So 17 piercing.
17 piercing damage as the wraith takes one to the gut.
Alright, and then I get 2 more. So there's useful short sword, does 21, should hit. Second hit does 5 piercing. And then with my last attack... Oh wait, sorry, I get one more because there's advantage. 22, I'm assuming
That hits.
So I'll do that. 15 plus... There we go, 9.
D-E-D.
Alright, so I take one big slash with my right hand sword, and then I come up with the second one, up like the same path, and try and like see if I could actually cut him in half. Doesn't seem to work. So I follow through with one final sword across the waist, and he just kind of knocks him back and turns into like a puff of smoke and then disappears. I don't know, does a wraith have waist?
Yes. It shoots ectoplasm in a big spray behind you as if it had diarrhea.
And then
I just like saying that word.
I guess I'm gonna head over this direction. Let's go. I think I'm gonna go towards Maywin so we could try and like subdue her and get this ghost out of her.
Okay.
And that is gonna end my turn.
Sweet, dude.
Oh wait, actually, sorry. Could I do one more thing?
Can you?
Actually,
dude.
No, never mind. I'm gonna save it. I don't need to
You
use
save it?
Yeah.
All right.
never mind.
Cool. Awesome. Grimble the Wanderer.
Yes, so
These
Grimble.
wraiths are dropping like flies around you. You see them puffing into pixie dust and ectoplasmic feces all over the ground.
Yeah, it's like stinky, smelly flies. Yeah, and so I'm still kinetic jaunting, right? Because it's a concentration, and
The
so
bird.
My little Grimble feet seem like there's like almost like there's fire coming out of them, and I'm just kind of like almost riding them like little jets. As I kind of zip through.
You lit the bottle rockets.
And so I'm going to do. That seems like a good place. No. Okay, why does that not ever work right? All right, I'm gonna go there, and
Okay.
I'm gonna start throwing axes because I'm crazy like that at this guy down here where you had your
Perfect.
guy on. This guy.
I was just trying to highlight the one remaining.
Yeah, so I loosed the grim. Does not seem to hit that time.
14 hits.
Oh, it does. Sweet. So that hits him with
Do
15
not tell
slashing,
lies.
2 poison.
Okay. Dang, dude.
Throw it again, and a 15 that time.
We'll hit.
With 11 and 3.
Dear God. 11 and 3 is a 14. Woo, math.
Still living.
He is still living as this wraith is just taking hit after hit.
So I'm
Still
going-
seems to heal back together.
So I'm going to use a charge of, what is it called?
He's like a self-healing pinata.
It's, oh shit. What, damn it. Hold on 1 second, I hit the wrong button. So let's see, 2d6. That's an extra, what is that called? I always forget the name of it. Sorry.
Bludgeoning?
No, I can do extra damage on an attack. Arcane Jolt. 2d6.
Force-empowered rend?
No, that's just
That we're
extra
talking
damage
about?
I can do on my whenever I attack, or when Murphy attacks.
You just do 4 extra damage.
Oh yeah, so it says Steel Defender, but that was just on my last Grim attack.
Oh, okay, cool. Got it.
All right, and then now Murphy's gonna. You're right, that is the last one. So Murphy's gonna walk over here. This is my bonus action. Force and Power Rend. The 21 attack. Damage
Hits.
of 10.
10
Murphy,
more damage.
Murphy runs up and punches at the ghost.
With a little bit of electricity and energy, he swings forward, hitting the wraith right in the back.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Anything else for your turn?
No, that's my turn. Is this
Sweet.
freaking Wraith still alive?
The wraith is still alive,
Jeez Louise.
but he's torn to shreds, looking more like shredded toilet paper than anything else right now. And then you see Ormalin drawing a sword and a crossbow. Comes racing up behind Wesley, stomping all over these wraiths and their dead feces. He takes a swing, easily hitting that wraith with his Dragon Slayer longsword, doing, oh dear God, thank God he likes you, 27 damage.
Wait,
Wait, no, excuse me, 11 slashing.
yeah, that second 16 is that only against dragons?
Only against dragons. Which
That's
may come
pretty
in
sweet
handy.
sword, though.
You see this wraith just get stabbed in the back again by another assault. Slashed in twain, dropping ectoplasmic feces like pinata candy all over the ground. He turns around, seeing no other assailants other than Maywin rolling around on the ground with her blue eyes. He runs up, Maywin! Maywin, how can we help you? What is going on here? Maywin, you are now not incapacitated.
Is she in control of herself, or is she
She
still?
is now no, she is still possessed.
Okay.
As you wake up, you see your brother looking down on you. How can I help you, Maywin? What is up? It sounds like echoes in your mind. And you feel your hands reaching towards him to hurt him.
I'm gonna cast my Storm Sphere,
Oh, dear God.
and we're gonna get Leslie, Armalian, and Murphy.
Okay.
I'll use my. No, that's never mind. That's not. I can't
I'll use my
I'll use
Bomb
my
Stopper.
Counter spell.
Okay, so I need you to roll your attack. If you beat a 26. Oh, wait.
She's
Your
got counterspell.
attack is 26. So just a sec.
Oh, it is an attack.
Yes, it's an attack.
Oh, well then I will use my storm rune before she rolls. It's a reaction. You're at disadvantage. Roll it again. And roll lower than 26.
So
Oh, we're
should
blessed. Is
I-
counterspelled.
Yeah. Not
That one's a
counterspell
22.
then?
Okay,
or-
22. So you can counterspell, but
Yeah.
the DC equals 10 plus the level. I say, okay, on a success. So I need you to roll. So what was the spell's level on that storm sphere? Fourth level. Okay, so you had to beat a 14. Blastius. You need to beat a 14 on your spellcasting ability check.
Charisma.
Oh,
Boom.
you do. Perfect, dude. You absolutely stop that spell. Maywin, you feel your spell as it's coming into fruition. The air starts turning into electricity around everybody, and then all of a sudden it just putters out as Blastius destroys
They
it.
just go shh.
Anything else for your turn, Maywin?
I'm gonna do a real neat exorcist full head turn.
Oh, sweet. Your head starts spinning around in 360s. Starts spewing vomit everywhere.
Just pea soup everywhere.
Pea soup.
That's it for me.
Awesome.
Who said that?
Wesley. He doesn't know what to do as he's looking around for somebody to attack. He kind of reaches up and over Maywin. Whoops. He reaches out to Maywin but doesn't want to get any closer. Just kind of stands there holding his action to figure out what he can do. Wraith is gone. Barris, it is your turn. As you see Maywin, head spinning, spewing vomit like pea soup in a 1980s style sprinkler.
Okay, I'm going to stash my bow and run up to her and physically restrain her.
Perfect. You start shaking her by the shoulders. Maywin!
And
Blastius.
I'll
Go ahead.
look to her brother and say, "Have you seen this before? Do you know how to cure this?"
As you ask him that, he looks through the Rolodex in his mind, and it shatters. He looks at you and he goes, "Who the hell are you? What's doing to my sister Maywin?"
Mhm.
Nothing.
He reaches
Just
out and
hanging out.
shoves your knee because you're 14
Heck.
feet tall. Blastius, you're up.
Am I still glowing?
Oh yeah, you're glowing for a minute.
Oh, that's a long time.
You cannot get within 5 feet of anybody or they will be blinded.
Yeah,
You
I'll
don't
move closer
necessarily
then.
know that. You move up. You see everybody crowding around Maywin.
Look over at Chronic and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Oh, Chronic, you
For
are
a whopping
healed for
4.
4 damage.
Oh, thanks, bud.
As if you'll part of the black eye over your left eye kind of heal up. It still
Right.
hurts, but not as
Turns
bad.
gray.
Yeah,
Gray
it's a
eye.
little greenish blue instead of blue.
It's getting better.
Anything else, sir?
I'm just so you know, I'm doing my best to essentially put my body in the way of everybody else while I'm holding her.
Okay, you're trying to shield Maywin from hurting your compatriots.
Yep.
Take a spell
Okay.
slot back, and I'm done.
Word. Chronic, I need you to roll either an intelligence check or a history check for me.
I'll take the one I have advantage in. Ta-da!
You better not. Oh, you're so lucky. 18. You remember coming across the undead before, but you really haven't been across possession like this. You don't really know what to do, and then you remember that you've got these crazy level 7 spell scrolls that can be just about anything.
So I've been looking at these level spell scrolls, and I don't see level
7 spell scrolls.
Yeah. So what should I be using? I don't see a 7th level spell.
Basically, there is a turn good or evil spell. I think we try to look it up. I believe it's a level 5. So basically, the spell can be used at any level below 7. It's any spell that you deem to use as this spell scroll, as it swirls around in front of you.
Oh, dispel good and evil?
Yeah, it's dispel good and evil, I think. Yeah.
Dispel evil and good.
Spell.
Break enchantment. You touch
That
a creature that you
that
can reach
wouldn't
that's
do it.
charmed, frightened, or possessed by a celestial, elemental, a fiend, or an undead creature you touch is no longer charmed, frightened, or possessed.
There you go.
There you go.
Which one is that? What spell is it?
I'll see if let me display it.
Because I'm on the spells, the D&D
Dispel
Beyond site.
evil and good.
Yeah,
It's in the chat now.
Yeah, I just posted it in chat.
Okay.
While you read that, you want to take a pee and beer break?
5-minute break.
All right. All I need is 3.
Sounds good. Be back.
Dude, I can't find that spell at all. What the fuck?
Let's see here, buddy. Because if I can find it, I can just throw it in.
Okay, here it is. Finally. I don't know why it wouldn't let me find it.
Dude, the search engine on D&D Beyond is retarded.
Yeah, like
I mean, it works horribly.
I tried it like spelling it 7 different ways, and then I have to go filter by 5th level and then just scroll
Right.
to it. Like that's the only way to find it. Okay.
Oh, dude, it popped right up for me.
What the
That
fuck?
sucked.
Why isn't it
It
working?
literally did.
That's
It spelled
whack.
evil and good. It's bam.
And so
So you don't even have to roll or do anything. All you have to do is walk up and touch her, and you'll see that ghost just pop right out of her. That's kind of cool.
I'm trying to add this.
I think there's
Oh,
a
no, I
button
can't.
you can press.
I don't. So I don't know how I can add it as a spell because I don't have spell traditionally. Like my character doesn't have spells.
Well, you're going to cast it. So all you have to do, really, because we already have it in the chat window, what
Do you
the
want me
spell
to just
does.
say, okay, I used it and get rid of the level? Like, get
Is
rid
there a
of
way
those
you can
spell
just
spells?
click? Is there a way? Yeah. Is there a way that you can just click on one of those spell scrolls and pop that up into the chat, and then we'll just, and that, since we already have the spell good, evil, and good in there, we'll just.
Okay, I mean, there you go. This is my spell scroll.
Perfect, dude.
But like,
That's
I don't
exactly
know how to find and apply that spell to myself so I can use it. Is the thing? I don't.
Well, we already threw it in chat, so basically what we're going to do is just say that it's in there,
Okay.
and you read that spell off as you magically know it. You're going to walk up and touch Maywin, and we'll go from there. But we're on break right now, so go
Okay.
ahead and grab a
I'll
beer.
be back.
Word, I'll be back too. Chad, I hope you're having a good time, because we certainly are. We'll be right back. in the background. What up, mute?
I is back.
What a
Hey. Sweet. I hope your break was as productive as mine.
Took the dog out, so yeah.
Nice, dude. Way more productive than mine. I just went back there and made fun of my sister because when I said, "What the hell are you doing to my sister?" she came walking out of the back room and said exactly that line. "What the hell are you doing to my sister?" My parents are like, "Dude, don't say that, Amy." So funny. She's a riot, dude. She was in a pissy mood this morning, though, man. Dear God. Fighting her all day.
Who won?
Oh, she did, of course. Because it's over stupid stuff, you know? After a while, it's like, why do I even care? And I just walk off. I am so over caring about this. If you don't care, I don't care, yo.
What are you talking about?
Sis.
Oh.
So when Oramalin shook you and said, "What the hell are you doing to my sister?" she walked out of the back room and heard me say that, and she goes, "What the hell are you doing to my sister?" My parents are like, "Amy, don't say that." So funny, dude. He speaks it with an English accent now.
My bloody sister.
Yeah, right? Man, I had this whole intro written out and I didn't even look at it. I forgot I wrote it. Oh, well.
Do it now. Right?
No. We did okay introducing everything. It just would have been a little bit more precise with what I'd written. I wrote a lot. Really was kind of annoying. Hurt my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, who the hell writes with pen and pencil anymore, dude? Live.
What's writing?
Mm-hmm.
You mean like signing a check?
Yeah. That's Maywin.
Yep.
Are we all back? No.
Yep.
We're missing a chronic.
Oh, he ran away. He was here.
Wow. Gosh, dang. That
Yeah,
freaking
so-
pen just hit me right in the clavicle.
So going forward, when I use the storm rune, I'm gonna only use it before the initial roll. So try to keep me.
Before the initial roll. Okay, I see what you're saying.
So I can't react to a hit and say
To a
no,
hit.
no, no.
Yeah,
you
it's
got
like,
disadvantage. But
Uh-uh.
if you say like somebody's about to do an attack or something,
Then you go Cloud Rune.
then I'll say
Thunder
storm
Rune.
rune. Yeah.
Yeah, excuse me. Cool. I getcha.
I will try. Sorry for the interruptions.
No, dude, there's no interruptions. Chronic. Is everybody back? Yeah, we're all back. All right.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
I've been thinking
We're
about
back.
this. I've been thinking about this now.
Okay.
Question for you. So now,
Crap.
to use this, it's a 5th level spell.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's a 7th level spell scroll, though. I can't
You
use
can
this
Any spell below 7. That's the cap.
I got it. But all I'm saying is like, as the hordes person, I'd like to hoard these things, right? And like, I don't know if I would actually use it on Maywin. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, let's go for it.
Pick a girl when she's down, why don't you?
Dude.
I like to hoard
Seriously.
things. Hoarders don't give shit up, right? It's in my job title. I'm the hoarder here.
They're for emergency purposes.
I collect
part of my
all the
collection.
shit.
Oh, except for supreme healing potions, right?
I wasn't holding that.
Supreme
That's
healing.
the reason that happened is because I wasn't holding it. You were holding it and somebody else was controlling you.
Oh, I seem to remember you using one in some fight where, yeah.
You just kick him around.
That was me.
Uh-huh. All right.
Okay, we are back, chat. Back into character. Chronic, you see Maywin spewing pea vomit all over the round, head spinning like a top.
I walk
He's
up and I
being
say,
shielded by Barris.
"You guys think this would help?" And I pull out the spell scroll and I kind of read some gibberish on it. And then I kind of
Power of Christ compels you.
I poke her I just like touch her shoulder, and all of a sudden, yeah, she just goes from like pale ghostly white to normal colored. And like you said, there's some life back in her cheeks.
You see the ghost just seeping out of her eyes, ears, and nose and mouth, and it appears 5 feet away from Maywin, standing there screaming at all of you. I think you have a bonus action. Oh, actually, you are concentrating right now, Chronic, as you are still keeping this spell going. It takes 1 minute of concentration, but it's 1 action to cast.
Yeah, so
at
I'm
the
sitting
beginning
there.
of this,
I'm sitting there with my eyes rolled back, kind of reading this little spell scroll.
perfect. That is your turn then. Unless you want to move more. You can actually move a little bit after you touched her.
No, I'm good.
Perfect. Oh, sorry. Grimble. You see the ghost seeping out of Maywin, screaming into the air. I want you to roll an investigation check.
Okay. Now, there's no other enemies besides possessed Maywin, right?
Nope, that's it. Maywin is not even possessed anymore. It's just a ghost standing next to her. All right, you look at this ghost, and it's eerily familiar to Maywin as it screams around with its pointy elf ears. But the hair on this elf is blonde, like a wheat field. Unlike Maywin's black hair. Sweet. You are muted.
So we are still in combat.
We are. The ghost is still standing there.
All right, I'm gonna attack the ghost of Christmas present.
Sweet. A 15 hits. You're going to attack the ghost of Christmas presents. That's not cool.
Take that, you package.
Take that right in the package. Okay,
Throw it. Comes
19.
back to me. Throw it again. Like throwing stuff. At 20.
I don't
A
have.
bam, dude.
I say, oh, get you good. So that's 26 on that one.
Whack, thwack. See the ghost just becoming more ethereal as your axes pass through it, biting with each magical throw.
Then I'll just throw my offhand since I don't think I can get Murphy in there.
Is your offhand axe a magical weapon?
Yeah, it's a +1.
Perfect. That hits.
For 5 damage.
Sweet. The ghost is looking tattered, just barely hanging on to unlife.
All right, that's my turn.
Oramalin.
I'll use Storm Rune to give Oramal an advantage.
Okay. He takes a swipe with his dragon sword at this ghost. So sorry, Ant. He stabs his aunt in the face with a 29. doing 13 damage. You see the final remains of this tattered ghost become ethereal and disappear into the statue behind it. DED.
Let's break the
Or
statue.
Malin. Or Malin looks winded, looking down at his sister. Are you okay, Maywin? Combat ends.
Can I do an Arcana check on the statue to see if it's obvious that the creature's still there, or if there's anything noticeable, or...
I'm also going to cast the Grim Psychometry on it.
Yeah, nada.
Which I don't need to roll for. I just find out what's going on with this area. What kind of tragic or weird event just caused that crazy fight.
So, Barris, your Arcana check. You look up at the statue and it stares blankly back at you, the stone statue. Chronic, your Grim Psychometry, as you start looking around, trying to find the source of all these piles of undead that have been attacking you, and you see like holes in the ground, but they're kind of done. You don't see any more undead coming out. But you do see below the castle this eerily green glow coming from somewhere below, around the middle of the castle. And you know that to be the source of the undead.
Where do we see the glow from?
Underneath the middle of the castle.
So I want to relay that to the rest of the team and say, I don't know, guys. I kind of get a little woozy, and then I point. I just point to the direction to where I see like the green haze or hue coming from. I said that the evil's coming from that direction. Like that's where the undead, these wraiths came from. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but it's definitely very evil.
Am I still glowing?
I guess not.
Okay.
Well, should we go investigate that area?
If he's not glowing, then a minute's passed and I'm back down to 7 feet tall then.
Okay. Yeah, a minute has passed throughout all this. Just a sec. I'll get that light off you, buddy.
Come over and cast Cure Wounds on Maywin.
Maywin, you're shivering. As if you finally feel like yourself over the last few minutes. Hey, little baby. There's Zoe. Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool little jumper she's got on.
Mom's getting the bath ready, so we got one extra for a few minutes.
That's no problem. Maywin, you come too, looking up at your brother. Barris, go ahead.
I just said, what happened?
Barris, you shrink right in front of her as you've kind of protected it. Or Malin's like, I'm sorry, I can't hear you over this big man's shoulder. What did you say?
I'm still holding her and kind of just checking her over to make sure she's okay and with us.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check or medicine check. Is that what it is? Medicine man check.
Sure. 10.
A 10. You look down at her, and all you really can see is like this weird green ectoplasm that's like seeping a little bit out of her nose and mouth and ears.
I'll wipe as much as I can off, and just try to clean her up and say, Maywin, you were possessed. Are you okay?
Did I hurt anybody?
Roll a wisdom check for me.
Me?
Maywin, excuse me. Sorry about that.
Maywin, you were kicking our asses.
Oh, you couldn't quite remember what had possessed you. You thought it was some relative, but all the thoughts in your head were just so splintered you couldn't piece one of them together, as it was a very traumatic experience for you.
Since I'm standing there helping her remember, can I roll a d20 to help her remember?
Sure.
That would be wonderful.
You guys reach over and try to do a Vulcan mind meld with her.
Yeah, it doesn't
Remember.
work. Roll a 4.
No, it does not work.
Right.
You look over at Maywen. You can't seem to relate to her pain right now, being possessed by a relative.
It's probably better that you don't remember. It wasn't a lot of fun seeing you flare up like that and attacking your friends.
Am I okay now? Do I look okay?
I mean, other than the green snot, they wipe a little bit more off your face.
It sticks to you like sap.
What does it taste like?
Not like sap. Ectoplasmic feces. It tastes
Yummy.
awful.
Hey guys, it doesn't taste good. Don't lick it.
Wesley's looking at her.
You tasted it? Wow.
Why would
I'm
you
so
lick that?
sorry. I should have been the one that was possessed. It is my duty to protect you, Maywen. As he looks down, Wesley staring at the ground, ashamed of himself for not taking the possession.
Yeah.
If only you weren't taking a bath.
Nice job, Wesley.
Dude, that's what it was. These fountains. I had to run through it. The clean spring waters. How do they get these fountains to work all the way up here in the tree? It's a miracle.
You never seen a fountain before?
Not up in the air like this. This is an amazing place, Maywen. Your home is spectacular.
Simple hydrodynamics. Come on, man.
As he looks over at you, can't even finish the word that you had just said.
It's okay. It's okay. But you're right. You did fuck up. And try harder next time.
Damn it. Yes, I will.
Just be better. Jesus.
Just be better.
I'll turn to Oramalin and I'll say, what's down there, and motion toward where Chronic was pointing to.
Well, it looks like you guys are pointing to where the crypts are below our castle. There is a secret entrance. There's a secret entrance in the dining room. But we haven't been in the dining room since the incident. As Oramalin looks around. But I know Echo Sin needs our help. Maywen, do you remember Echo Sin?
I think maybe. Did he go by a different name?
Enceladus, come on. He was your best friend. He followed you around like a puppy dog for years. At least 30 years of your short life.
That's the person protecting the castle?
He's protecting more than just your castle. Come, he will need our help if the undead are attacking here. And you see him start rushing into the castle, sword drawn. You guys are left standing in a courtyard full of corpses. Frozen corpses stuffed with dope.
We should probably not try to pilfer from these corpses, considering it's Maywen's ancestors, etc.
But we made him die.
I have no more moral objections to it, but I'll let Maywen make the decision.
I guess how much money does a zombie have in his pockets anyway, right?
A rich high elf.
Give me a perception
Probably
check,
some good
everybody.
shit.
Yeah, give me a perception check. We got rolls for this, right?
Nope.
18.
An
Ooh.
18.
Yo,
I got a
man, I ain't
21.
found shit.
21?
Nice, dude.
I don't even know why I
Okay,
bothered.
we'll take the top 2 rolls. As you guys all look around, dude, you see gold and ancient elven jewelry glinting off of all of Maywen's ancestors.
I turn around and look at everybody and I go, bruh, come on, really? Look at this. Pilfer it. It's just ready to be pilfered. Sorry, Maywen. Sorry, Maywen, and I start looting.
They're not going to miss all of it, right?
All right, roll me a 1d10.
As you start looting, I'll grab your wrist and I'll turn to Maywen and say, Maywen, you must have something to say here.
I would prefer if you didn't defile my relatives there, but
The ones who just attacked us, you mean?
you did seem to help me come out of something. So
Wesley looks over and says, well, it's not like we're going to rape them. We just want their shit. We're not defiling them, really.
Coming in with the clutch logic.
It's not like we're sticking our hands up their ass and dancing them around like puppets.
So I'm gonna turn away so I can see
Although,
what they're doing.
You spin around. Chronic, do you continue with your looting?
Oh yeah,
I
I rolled a
grow
5.
to 14 feet tall, and I hold on to him, and I start dragging him away.
Okay.
I'll
This
do
is happening,
whatever
everybody.
strength
What's
checks
the
you want.
reactions to this? Go ahead, yeah, give me a strength check. Chronic, are you gonna fight this?
Yeah, I wanted to steal this shit. These guys all attacked us. I still want
So we'll
some
do
shit.
a strength check to a dexterity check as you're gonna try to squirm out of his grip. Chronic, your dexterity.
12.
Is
12.
Ormalin still here?
17.
Ormalin has ran into the castle.
Wait a minute, why do you get advantage on this check and I don't?
Because I'm 14 feet tall.
He is using his giant strength as he has grown.
Okay.
Yep.
Sweet. So a 17.
So it's
You
it's
do
basically
start picking
gravel.
Chronic up off the ground. Chronic, your feet are dangling off the ground about 3-4 feet. As you're kicking and screaming, I mean, you're a pretty light elf, so it wasn't too hard for him to pick you up.
Let's go.
Can you loot while you're hanging upside down?
I don't know, but this is gonna cost Barris later. Remember, I'm holding all
Yeah.
your shit too.
What are you doing, Chronic, right now? Are you saying anything? I mean, he's got you over his shoulder now, holding on to you as you're kicking and screaming almost.
I stab him in the ear with the oh, I don't have it equipped. Never
with your
mind.
tongue.
No, I was gonna go with my dagger of venom.
You reach out and give him the biggest wet willy you can, fisting his 14
No, he's
foot
14 feet tall. No, I'll stab him with my short sword. Not anywhere that's gonna hurt him, but like in the hand. I'll be like, get your fucking giant mitts off me.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack.
Hey guys, calm down.
Oh, nat 20.
So you're really attacking me? Is that what's going on? Because this is a different game than I'm used to playing.
You instigated it. I'm simply telling you, put me the fuck down and let me do what I want to do.
Okay, kill me. Do it. Let's go.
No, that's
didn't-
not what. Okay, just a sec. We're just rolling for a hit. So,
Well, and I also said I attack him like on the hand.
Yes.
He's 14 feet tall. I'm not trying to.
yeah, absolutely. So this is
I'm not
what's
trying
going
to
happen.
sever an
Because
artery
you
or
rolled,
something.
Yeah, you rolled your nat 20. So this is what's going to happen. You're going to have absolute control over the exact damage that you want. Not going
Pinpoint precision. I go right through the webbing
Absolutely.
between his thumb and finger.
And
So now
so
I need you
as
to
I
roll
take
a-
that damage, I'll lift you up to 18 feet and I'll slam you down and walk away. Loot all you
Right.
want, motherfucker.
I get up, dust myself off, walk back
So
over, and I
18
collect
feet
whatever 5
damage.
is.
on a slam.
18?
What is that damage?
Oh, whatever you want it to be. I don't care.
Falling damage. Okay,
That's
so
not
what
the point.
damage do you
It's just
do
the
to
RP
Barris?
is the point.
Absolutely.
Like 2 damage?
All right.
I pinpoint needle
I
precision.
think
his ass.
it's like
Perfect.
1d6 per 10 feet or something that you fall.
Yeah, absolutely. So Barris, you take 2 piercing damage. And Chronic, you are going to take 6 bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground hard at Barris's feet as he turns and in a deep, gruff, giant voice, do whatever you want with the dead bodies.
I get up, I say, okay.
Roll me a 1d10. As you continue to loot,
I did previously, and it was a 5. We never
a
found out what
5.
that was.
Perfect. You find a silver tinderbox. A piece of paper with an ominous warning written on it in Elvish.
Don't steal.
750 gold. And that's it.
Cool. Can I know what the piece of paper with ominous warning in Elvish is, since I read Elvish?
You absolutely do. Below the castle death lies. Beware. It says in this eloquently written gold-gilded lettering.
And on the back it says, your lucky number is 7.
And the Chinese word of the day.
You guys stand around looking at the courtyard kind of sheepishly as this happened. Wesley looks around like, eesh. Well, we kind of let Ormalin run in there by himself. It's been a few minutes.
Yeah, that was dumb. I don't know why he did that.
Yeah, he's a loose cannon there, Maywin.
Could have been in there pretty quick if we didn't have that stupid kerfuffle over nothing.
There will be a vote on this later, Chronic.
Maywin, you're looking around at everything's happening. You feel a little guilty.
Well,
Or do you?
should we chase after your brother?
I do feel guilty. I'm gonna say, let's follow my brother.
As Maywin's wiping more of the snot off her face, getting it finally cleaned off. With her magical dress, it kind of helps a little bit cleaning her up. You guys step into the castle, rushing through all the halls and into this dining room where Ormalin says there is a secret entrance. There are no lights in this room, but every once in a while the moonlight peeks through the mists, shedding light on this gruesome scene. Blood covers most of the large tables. It's congealed and dried, glistening eerily in the light. The floors are painted in the blood of your people, Maywin. I need you to give me a con save. As you step into one of the grisliest scenes ever that has not been cleaned for months.
The Red Wedding?
All right.
That's a 19.
Nice. You absolutely save, but these flashbacks still just start streaming into your head as the death of your ancestors pummels you from all sides. These strange memories that are not your own fill your vision. You are seated next to King Milandrak at the head of the table. Why don't you roll me a wisdom of a 12 save? Please and thank you. Wisdom save, excuse me. See if I can speak correctly today. Oh, dear God. You absolutely
21.
save. As you look around, you realize that you are peering through your mother's visions and eyes. As you sit in the throne next to King Milandrak, you feel her thoughts. As you look down upon your husband, as if he is beneath you in every way. All of a sudden, a blurred figure in black darts from each of your breasts. A ribbon of blood streams from each of your friends. This dark assassin visits as he is hopping from table to table. Each of the guests die in a wash of blood, covering the floor in this crimson wave. All of a sudden, the assassin flashes in front of you, and you feel this sudden pain in your hand. You look down, and you see this tiny shard of a gem peeling back your fingernail, popping it off your finger, and doing whatever it can to burrow into your hand.
How do I get it out? Can I try to get it out?
I need you to roll an Arcana check. A sudden flash of pain emanates from your left index finger. You look down and you see a gem fragment peeling back that fingernail again.
That's a nat 20.
All of a sudden, all goes black. Maywin, nat 20. Boom, you are in the present. You look around, seeing all those guests reliving that memory, but you hold on to your own sanity with no problems whatsoever. You can recant everything that I have repeated without any problems. And you realize now, as you see your brother fumbling around, trying to move this congealed blood away from this gigantic mosaic in the middle of the dining room, pressing certain little pieces of this mosaic, trying to get down into the secret room. You know everything that's going on, Maywin. You know that that assassin is none other than your sister. As you saw the blonde hair streaking and weird little green runes haloing her head and appearing in different parts all over her body, through her armor even. These strange runes that looked like they were sewn into her skin.
Which sister? Doesn't she have two sisters? Or is that two brothers?
He has one sister and one brother.
Oh. What was his sister's name?
Her name is Endinalda. She was the one that you had briefly met when you had met Milandrak that one time earlier, I think last week.
So I'm gonna look at everyone and tell them that I just had a vision. I think I was my mother, and I could see my sister, and she was assassinating people.
What? Assassinating the people in here? Your younger sister, Endinalda?
What would make her do such a thing?
That's how I saw it. She had these weird ruins on her head.
Wounds. What kind of wounds would... I don't get it.
Was there anything else?
Ormal is busy working on the floor. He doesn't seem to be paying attention to what you're saying. Blastius, what are you doing right now as Maywin is explaining this story?
Listening?
All right.
Going, wow. Fucked up.
Does it have anything to do with those mind control gems that we keep finding?
Maywin, you know it does.
I felt like I had one in me. I don't, do I? You guys
The
don't
moon
see
shards?
You look down at your finger and you see that was actually your mother's finger that had peeled back from her memories. You remember that. Your finger looks absolutely fine. It may throb a little bit in phantom pain, but there doesn't seem to be any real damage done to you.
So your mother was under the control of the gem? Maybe your sister felt like she had to kill your mother to save your people or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Was your mother doing anything terrible? Like, what caused all this blood here? What caused the murder to go down here? Did you see that far into the vision?
No, I just saw the people sitting here and being killed. It looked like my sister had done it, but I couldn't be sure.
Oh, you know for sure it was your sister. You know absolutely
I
for sure. That's your nat 20.
So the sister killed all the people over here? Not just the mom?
Everyone. And then shoved the gem into the mom's finger to start that process.
Oh, she put the finger in the mom's. Oh, the oh, shit.
So instead of coming up and slicing through the mom like she did all the other guests, she shoved the gem into her hand.
Oh, snap. Oh, man, sounds like your sister's a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, I mean, she has always been a little extra, but this is completely new.
Well, I got an axe. Let's go find her, and I'll throw it at her.
Well, you remember your sister being almost the blessed one, as she had always been the favorite of Illustrae, or so all of the elves had thought. You being born under that cursed star with the black hair freaked everybody out. So you had like that cursed mentality going on, Maywin, your whole life, whereas your sister was the wheat-haired gem that would shine as the queen of the Misty Forest. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's basically what you've got going on as the dynamics between the two of you right now. She became the cleric of Illustrae and all that stuff, where you went to wizardry and then took off.
Can I help Ormalian with the ruin or the secret passageway or whatever?
This will be your last nat 20. As you walk up, you see certain pieces of the mosaic shine in the vision of your mother. And you know exactly which pieces to press.
So I press them.
Walk up, wiping the blood away from the mosaic, pressing the buttons, and all of a sudden, it disappears into this now gaping hole in the center of the dining room of death. Stairway leads into the blackness. As you all peer down into the crypt, So before we start the next sequence, because we can do some stuff in here, why don't we take a quick break? Maybe not a whole 5 minutes, but maybe like 3 or 4.5 minutes.
All right.
So that we can try to get through as much of this sequence as possible in the next scene. Is that cool? Or does everybody want to keep going?
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm
Yeah,
fine with
works for
whatever.
me.
Either way.
This just seems like a good time to take a little break as we're going to be transitioning.
Okay.
Sweet. We'll be back in a few minutes, folks. Thank you for paying attention. If you are out there in Chatland and you would like to speak to us, please chat to us. We will do what we can to answer back. We know all sorts of weird things. We play D&D in our own eclectic way. Join us for a LARP. Not a LARP. I would not be LARPing. I will not be LARPing.
I mean, you kind of are.
Kind of, no.
You're role playing in your,
Not
in your
LARPing in
live.
the park.
No.
I have done that several times before in my 20s, and that was enough. Gosh, that was a long, long time ago.
I saw some people doing it in the park once as I was going to jiu-jitsu class.
That's rad. Yeah, I played Vampire the Masquerade, the Camera, if you would, in the park with a few very special souls.
Scotch.
Scotchy scotch. What flavor you got right now?
Belvany.
Ooh, nice.
Above your double wood.
Drinking White Claw mixed with another White Claw.
White Claw squared.
Mm-hmm. Sweet. Excuse me. Sweet. Things are gonna get shitty soon, dude. You guys are screwed.
I gotta stop fighting so far away from everyone, otherwise I'll never be able to use my wings.
Right? Gotta let a bad guy attack every once in a while.
No, I changed it up. I have those spectral wings to add AC,
Sweet.
and I get the cure wounds.
Hey, John, question for you. Which scale mail of resistance do we have? Or like that's in the
Fire. Oh wait,
scale? Like on the stash list I have an item in there called scale mail of resistance. I just don't know which
think
one.
every long rest you can actually change the resistance of it. So if you wanted like lightning one day, it's lightning. If you want fire the one day, it's fire. But I think it happens on a long rest. I know there's some weird thing to that. I pretty sure that's what it is.
Well, I'm
See what
trying
I'm
to
saying,
find
my
the
friend?
yeah, I'm trying to find the actual item in D&D Beyond because I think I might want to change from the living armor scale mail I have to this scale mail of resistance. I just can't find it. I mean, there's a bunch. that are resistance, but there's like, I don't know which one in particular this one's supposed to be resistant to, or do we just want to
Well, it
call it like a
changes that-
scale mail +1?
No. So the resistance would be whatever resistance you decide to choose that day. You see what I'm saying? And it changes at your leisure.
So it's a homebrew item.
I believe so.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't even think it is. I think it's just scale mail or resistance, but it doesn't have like a set resistance until you decide which one you want resistance to.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it was just like thunder or lightning, then great. It's just a lightning thing. So if I just make a bunch of bad guys that don't do lightning damage, it's worthless, you know? So you get to guess
No, I got
every
you.
day.
I'm picking up
So
what
you
you're
can
putting
even
down.
do like bludgeoning or piercing, you know?
Yeah.
So lots of people do that damage. So you would have resistance to that.
Gotcha.
The best part of waking up is choosing resistance for your stuff.
Hey. You should make commercials. Sweet. You guys having fun?
Yeah.
Right on. It's a really cool map.
This one or the next one?
This one. The dining room of death. All the blood is like just dried and like glistening. It's neat. Did a really good job of that. Wasn't me. I have no talent.
That's not true. You're a great storyteller.
Yay, thanks. It just gets really creepy. Creepy storytelling at its finest.
Isn't that what we're all here for?
Yeah. My mom's like, why don't you guys do anything uplifting? And I'm like, because that's kind of boring, right? You're skating around at a mall. At an ice skating rink at a mall, having a good time, eating lollipops. Roll a die 20. For what? For love.
On that one, you fell on your face.
You
Broke
fell
your
on your
jaw.
face, and all of a sudden it turned into a pillow. And now you're laying in your bed.
You are impaled on lollipop.
Turns out you're on mushrooms this whole time.
All right. Predicting Maywin will be back in 10 seconds. As you see that huge circular mosaic just twisting down into a stairway into the blackness. You all follow Ormalin and his sister Maywin down into the depths of the crypts. You see 4 sconces lighting your way through the mists and the darkness. And in the southern part of the room, you see a body hunched over a book, murmuring the words to a ritual. Everybody roll a perception check right now as you walk down the mosaic stairway into this crypt.
17.
Nice, dude. Look at everybody rolling good, except for Maywin. Maywin, roll me a dexterity save as the darkness hits you. You slip. But you catch your footing just in time as you reach out to grab a railing, and you look down at this railing. You see that it has been overgrown with vines. And these vines seem to almost grow over your hand as they feel you touch it. But they feel your hand and almost shy away from you. After a few seconds, you see the man at the southern corner of this room. He stops muttering and he stands up, walks over to a woman who is laying there asleep on this crystal coffin. Everybody give me an Arcana check. As you have no idea what this man in a robe hunched over this woman is doing.
28.
28, 20.
6.
Lastia 6. You forget what spells are. What's a fireball?
I can do magics.
You guys see that he is not doing any harm to her, but it looks like he is trying to help her. And these rituals are getting deeper and deeper, and finally he stops and looks up. As he seems satisfied with the ritual he has cast upon this lady. Maywin, as you finally come to from slipping, you look up and you see your mother with these glowing lights around her, almost like a shimmering shield. And you see your old friend, Ecosyn Enceladus, hunched back, looking over, wiping his sweaty brow, looking upon your mother. Oramalin steps down. This is the only place we could hide Mother safely. And he has been helping us. He is almost like... He is like the Majesty's own private wizard now.
He's your Majesty's wizard?
Yes.
But your Majesty thinks his wife is dead, and is he keeping her alive?
Yes. She is fine. It is not so much that. We are trying to figure out ways to get that gem out of her. Please, come down and look.
Did you try tweezers? Pliers?
You go racing over towards a...
Have you tried chopping her finger off?
No, of course we would never chop our queen's finger off. Are you kidding me? That's my mother you're talking of.
Well, if it would save her life, you idiot.
Ecosyn looks over. I don't think we have to do anything of that nature. As he looks back at you, who are you people? Maywin, my love. As he sees you running down the stairs.
I've got an axe. I mean...
Who would dare? He coughs. Who would dare?
I can make her a replacement finger. It'll look practically the same.
You would never touch her with your sacrilegious hands. As he stands to his full height, a very short, looking down on you.
I'm spitballing ideas here. I would never do anything.
Maywin, who are these people?
Without the team's support.
Ecosyn looks over.
These are my friends and my party.
Your friends? From your party? What? I haven't seen you in 15 years. You never had friends. You guys all walk down the stairs. Actually, what are you guys doing? As you look around, you see destroyed crypts, as all of the undead seem to have chased their ways up to you guys earlier. Go ahead, Maywin.
Keeping a lookout? I don't know.
Sweet.
That's what happens when life outside of the village.
I take a second. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Your turn.
I was gonna say I take a second look around. I want to do a investigation or perception check. So it looks like all these crypts broke out, and all those people who attacked us earlier came from in here.
Yes.
I don't know. I tell everybody through the settings on it seems a little odd. All the dead that came to attack us came from here. Like, were they sent from here? Did Ecosyn send them after us?
I blurt out loud. What? Ecosyn, you sent the dead after us?
What? The dead? As he looks around the room, looking surprised. What? Oh, how did they get out? As he's staring, I was concentrating on this ritual, trying to keep that gem fragment out of our queen's, I don't know, heart or head or wherever it's traveling to. Grimble, I need you to roll a 1d100.
Oh, fuck my.
Oh no, this never goes well.
As you hear words and the proximity of
200.
this gem. Ooh. You
Hey,
rolled
that's
a
20.
20. Sweet.
That's
Sweet,
good, right?
Sweet. Oh, dude, that's so good.
And he's not holding either of the moon gems. I have the moon shards.
You have them both, but he is now getting into proximity of the one that is trying to burrow itself into the queen's finger.
I can feel the magic in the gem. Maybe I can. Maybe I can remove it from her.
The door in your mind appears and starts pounding loud, hurting your head.
Is Echoson a
Only-
gnome?
He's an elf.
I take a Tylenol.
He's
He is-
an elf.
Oh, okay.
You are going to take Grimble. Ooh. You are going to take 4 psychic damage as it sounds like doom pounding on the other side of the door with every step you get towards the queen with the gem. You feel the power emanating from this gem. It's almost 3 times stronger than both the 2 little fragments that you have combined. It is almost everything in your power to keep from cringing from the pain.
Jump in
Only-
Murphy and I close the hatch.
Okay. You climb into Murphy and close the hatch. Roll me a
Yeah.
con save with advantage.
Con save with advantage. That's a 17.
Perfect, dude. It actually helps as you see the door in your head start to fade a little bit. The pounding pulls back,
Nice.
sitting inside your protective little bubble.
And I get closer and I like peer over and maybe, I don't know, I want to
Look
investigate her.
down.
I wanna
Yeah,
take a good
absolutely.
look.
Give me an investigation check. Echo Sin looks over at you as you peer closer. What are you doing? You know nothing of these rituals. 19. You
I've
see,
been around.
just
I've
as
been around
you
the
had
block
seen
times.
in Daggerford, the gentleman who had also became a slave to this moon gem. The fingernail split back. This one completely removed as you see this gem that is, and these black veins starting from her hand where the gem has been stopped by Echo Sin's ritual magic. But it is there sitting right at her palm before her wrist.
Hmm.
Did you give me an investigation check, Chronic? Because you were trying to look around the room? Or did we
Yeah.
do that already?
Hey, Chronic,
You
Well-
did not.
while you're doing that, take the 2 moon shards out of the bag of holding. I want to look at them.
Take them both out? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You look around the room and yeah, you do see really nothing else out of sorts other than those crypts being destroyed and ripped open. You see that strange looking high elf wrapped in robes, staring down, concerned for his queen's life. The veins of black emanating from the gem inside her hand.
So if I take the 2 shards of moon gem that we have and I hold the 2 vials, I assume they're both in glass vials or something, right?
They are.
No,
One's in a
one-
butt jug.
Yeah, one was. The other one is just free floating. So you're holding physically one and
Okay.
a
Oh, I
used
thought we
butt
put it in
jug.
another vial.
Yeah, I thought there was a thing about that, wasn't there?
We had one in the butt jug, and I think one we just had floating in the.
Yeah, it wasn't in anything. It
backpack.
was just in the boat, or the living loot satchel.
Yes.
Do you have a glass vial or 2, Grimble?
Grimble throws you a vial.
I catch it.
I got tons.
It's written. You don't have to roll for it. Trust me.
You're fine. You catch this jug, no problem. As Chronic walks up and hands you the 2 gems, one in the jug, one not.
Put
As
one
you-
inside
as-
the other glass vial, and I want to hold them up to each other and see if they react to each other at all.
I need you to roll a strength check. As both of these gems seem to try to leap through the glass towards the queen.
Oh shit.
12.
A 12. The gem in your left hand in the butt jug breaks through, squeezing through your fingers and slamming into the queen's finger, re-splitting open the wound. Blood streams profusely out of her hand. You see her kind of move around in her sleep.
I'm gonna grab it. Pull it out.
You're going to try to grab it and pull it out. Okay.
Oh.
With Murphy's hand. Go ahead and roll me a dex check or acrobatics or dex.
All right. Dex
No.
check.
I'll hand the.
Oh shit!
I'll hand the one shard that I still have in my hand. I'll hand it to Chronic and say, keep this as far away from her as possible.
Chronic, as he hands you the other jar with the gem, I need you to roll a strength check as it again tries to leap from your fingers. The other gem, as Murphy reaches down,
I will,
just
but
missing.
before I do
Go ahead.
that, sorry, I will, but before I do that, before I do my strength check, where is it?
Cool.
I have a ring that I want to activate. Is it an arrow? This one right there. So that'll give me an extra 2 strength to my strength check.
Okay,
Saving throw or check? Just check, you said.
check.
So 7. Oh, not that I need it. So that should be 18.
An 18. You are able to hold on to this jar as the gem just starts slamming into it, making little tiny cracks, but not enough to actually break through.
All right, I grab it and I put it in the living loot satchel again.
And the second you put it in that extra dimensional place, it stops, as if it is not there. Murphy reaches down, missing that gem fragment entirely as it just jams into the queen's finger and starts riding up and into her hand. You feel, Grimble, as you need to roll a con save.
By the way, I backed up, so I'm back here by Blastius.
Yes. A 17. The door in your head appears for 1 second, but then instantly vanishes back into your memories as you're able to save as the gem fuses with the gem inside the queen's hand. You see more veins start sprouting and going up towards her heart as the gem moves ever closer and up her arm.
I was muted. I said I'd chop her arm off.
Are you serious? Roll.
No.
Okay. Everybody roll a perception check.
But I say, it's traveling up her arm. We should probably chop her arm off. And I hold up my axe and I look at Maywin for her to give me the go.
No, you can't! You see Echo Sin looking across at you, raising his hand up, you screaming. Oromalin looks down at his mom with worry. Maywin, what are you doing right now? Not looking around very well.
No. So I am going to approach Enceladus, and I'm going to say, Enceladus, please help her.
Oh, shit.
I'm trying, your princess. I swear I'm trying. Do you see it? She's here. Oh, no.
I pull out my Rod of Levitation, and I cast Levitate on the shard.
Half of you look up at the top of the stairway, and you see Endinalda appear. And behind her, you see several lizard folk and other undead scrambling down the stairs. Oromalin turns around and stumbles himself, falling down the stairway and at your feet, Chronic. Blastius, you're nat 1, excuse me. You are so taken by the queen's beauty, you cannot stop looking at her. You will lose this first action in combat. That is your nat 1, as you are lost in her eyes.
I start activating. We're in combat?
You are not in combat yet, as Endinalda walks around with her...
I'm start activating my franchise gem.
Okay. You do so.
And we will...
Well, hello, my sister. As I said earlier, welcome back. Welcome home. You see Endinalda and her wheat hair walking down the stairs. She gets to the bottom of the stairs and stops right in front of you, Chronic, and smiles. And who is this with you, this strange blood elf? Below me, beneath us all.
Did you say blow me?
Haywin. I did not say blow me, you cur.
That's what I heard.
Disappears in front of you and appears again, standing on top of her mother, and this glowing dome that eerily glows around your mother. She pulls out a crystal rapier and says to everyone, "You have led me to her, and now her powers will be mine." And she takes this crystal rapier and swings down on her mother's hand.
And I use the cloud
vortex warp
and cloud rune at the same time.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. So she's going to, okay, so the vortex, she gets a roll again at disadvantage. So this is her second roll. A 14. And Grimmel, what did you say you did?
I was gonna vortex warp her, which would be a con 17, and if she fails, I get to move her 90 feet. And I want to put her like into a sarcophagus.
She saves.
Son of a bitch.
She saves your vortex warp. As she comes down with her crystal rapier, it seems to pierce through the guard. You see Echo Sin reach up with both hands, chanting as loud as he can, sweat streaming down his face.
Can I cast a blood curse on her as she's walking by me?
You could not because she teleported. She wasn't quite close enough to you. She never got within 10 feet of you.
I thought you said she stayed in... Oh, okay.
She stood right at the bottom of the stairway.
So did my cloud rune do anything then?
You see the blade stop just before it pierces the queen's wrist. Give me 1 second here.
Wait, she was gonna chop the hand off?
Yes. And as you see your
that might be a
sister
good thing.
in front of you, Maywin, she looks up and says, "Did you know, sister, that it is my birthday today? You've probably forgotten. You probably don't even know what happens on my birthday, why we never actually celebrated it. It was because of our family's rituals." You see these green runes glowing all over her body. And in this halo around her head, these runes in green sewn into her skin. "Well, Echo Sin, today you were supposed to cast that ritual, but you can't anymore. I am finally free of your curse to be the person I was supposed to be." And she floats eerily above your mom. She looks down at you, and each and every one of these little runes explode in this green ichor spews out, covering your mom and Echo Sin in this green slime. As all of these runes explode, you see the hair fall out of her head. She screams with delight as her body goes through a transformation. "This was all a curse. Eilistrae never loved me as much as Maywin." Pounds the ground as you see his features turn from female to male. And he looks up at you. "The curse of the third born. I should have always been a female, and this ritual kept me one for all these years. But now I am who I am supposed to be. I am Endy." And now you see your brother Endy, bald elf, standing in front of you. "And I will take the birthright that is mine!" He screams at all of you. Everybody roll initiative.
Watch this bullshit. Yep. The second I roll high, I get asked out on my first turn. So I might as well be
Right.
last.
Ooh, somebody got a good roll. Ooh, somebody got a bad roll. The room fills with zombies and lizard folk as they stand over you, laughing at the top of the stairway.
So how long was that conversation?
Forever. Just kidding.
That conversation was, I don't know, 2 minutes long.
Because Barris was rubbing his gem,
Garrus was rubbing his chin.
his franchise gem. Yeah, he was making the portal takes a minute.
Oh, so you're making a portal?
Yeah, I was trying to. I was.
Did. That absolutely happens within that time frame.
Yeah.
So where are you casting this portal? You can basically throw your franchise gem and that will be where it is, however your throwing distance is.
Sure. Right.
It's just queued, ready to go.
Right there.
Right there. Perfect, dude.
Basically.
I like it.
Should I grab Mom and dash through the portal?
Well, I was thinking grab the other shard of the gem and go through the portal, so I couldn't complete it, but it doesn't seem to be that important now.
Bam.
Two of the shards are in her hand, but I don't know what to do. I think she was gonna chop her hand off.
All right, just a sec here. The lizard folk are going to start going now. See, that really annoys me. Just a sec
Well,
here.
I say to everybody, well, we definitely can't let her get the third piece of the gem. So that's in my bag. You got to be careful. Like, can't let anybody get it.
As you guys are communicating back and forth, you see one of the lizard shamans come running down the stairs, and he is going to take a bite out of Oramalin. He clamps down on Oramalin's arm, which Oramalin shakes him off with ease. And then the claw attack, which hits, doing 5 slashing damage to Oramalin as he stands there laughing. That doesn't hurt me. A zombie, another one of Maywin's ancestors, comes shuffling down, swarming around Oramalin, slamming into him as he trips down the stairs, doing 7 bludgeoning damage. Wesley Stipes, standing as close as he can to Maywin this time, trying his best to not let anything happen, comes running up over and stands in front of Endy and you. I don't want to attack Maywin's sister or brother or whatever the heck you are. So what I'm going to do is I will wait until you attack us. I will let your noble birth guide your heart. He says that
Shut
and
up, you
holds
idiot!
his
Attack
action.
her!
The wraith at the top of the stairs blinks in and out of existence to the east of Oramalin. Hitting, I think. Just a sec. Does that hit? No, it does not. Just passing right through his armor and Blastius Facius. Holy crap, it's your turn.
Huh? What?
Wake
Holy
up.
crap, it's your
No,
turn.
it's not though.
Why not?
You said I'd lose the first round of initiative.
You cannot. Okay, you lose your first action, but you can do a
Oh.
bonus action or movement. You
Okay.
just can't act this turn as you are lost in the eyes of the queen.
All right,
She's so
then
proud of you.
for my bonus action, I will use a sorcery point, use quickening spell to throw a fireball.
Sweet. Wait just a sec here.
Take that, rules.
Hey, I followed him, right?
Take that, DM.
Right?
Hey, I just spent a sorcery point for it.
I think it was amazing. Good job.
Whoa, that's a lot of rolls.
15s.
Oops.
One of the shamans and one of the zombies succeeds in the save. Everyone else
35
takes
damage.
full damage.
Whew.
35. Dear Lord, that should wipe out all the zombies. Go ahead and DED those zombies as they just light up like matchsticks.
I do like the Michael Jackson, cross the feet, turn around, and fireball. Just.
You moonwalk them to death? That is awesome. is so weird. Okay, the zombies are all torched. Oh my gosh, the lizard folk also
They
light
take
up
18
like.
damage for half the people that saved.
Yes, there's only one person that actually saved. All the other lizard folk are toast. The only one that saves is the one that is around Ormalin right now. Everybody else dies in the fiery blaze of glory. So much for the BBEG being a problem.
Oh, those aren't BBEGs.
Blastius, is there anything else you'd like to do for your turn instead of ruining my game? I'm just joking.
Yes, but I can't, so I'm done.
All right. And next, we have Barris. As you see all the zombies on the stairway and lizard folk just catch and just turn to flames and dust in front of you. You see basically one half of a shaman and Endy standing over the queen. Everything else has been torched.
My bad. Did I take all the fun?
No. I'll say to Chronic, do you want to hold the crystal, or do you want me to? Can't hear you.
You muted.
I'm fine. I got it. It's in my satchel.
You want to stand by the portal then?
If I need to, I can jump in there. Don't worry about me, none.
Just throw the bag through the portal. Get it out of here.
Don't worry about me. Famous last words.
I have ethereal step. I have other shit.
I'm gonna, I guess, just shoot arrows at what's her nuts? What's his nuts?
What's his nuts? Endy, the little brother that was ritualistically sex changed by her horrible parents.
Yeah.
For some religious ritual of Ilustrai.
No offense,
That
man,
does
but your
not
family's got
hit.
some weird traditions.
Maywin, you have never heard of this in your life. You're just standing there dumbfounded as your brother is turned, your sister is turned. Never hearing any of this, as you have been the cursed one.
Curses.
Haha. Blastius
19
was struck by his beauty.
Yes, the 19 does not hit, as you see Endy just slap that arrow out of the air.
Hey, pretty is pretty.
I thought he was into the mom.
Yeah, the mom.
No, that's why he lost his first action, because when Alondra or whatever her name walked in, then she turned into a guy.
Man, they're getting better and better these days.
I'm gonna cast Fenrir's Mark.
Okay.
On him, and I'll shoot another arrow.
All right. As you try to hit Endy again, his eyes shimmer. That hits.
Then he will take 12 piercing.
Piercing.
Yeah, and he'll also get the favored foe now.
Perfect.
For 4 more. Oh, this is the first attack of the round, right?
It is.
So then it gets a dread attack as well. 26 hit.
Yes.
Good. Dread attack is now, I think it's a 1d8. Yeah, 1d8.
Sweet.
5 more.
Awesome. The arrow just seems to keep burrowing into Endy, doing more damage, piercing through the shimmering armor that she wears. He is now lit. Grimble, it is your turn.
All right. So Grimble is so Endy is kind of what, flying up here, right?
Yes, she is floating a few feet above Mom, right there. You can see her all lit with that arrow just glowing out of her clavicle.
Oh, so that's
Always a
an
clavicle.
advantage for everybody, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm gonna be like, take this, Endy, and I throw him the Grim.
27 hits.
Good job for advantage on that one.
Right?
And that's a 14 slashing, 1 poison. As the Grim flies back to my hand, and I chuck it a second time. Oh wait, looks like I forgot to hold shift, so I'll just click again. 26, 28. I'll take the 28 for the second throw. And
Sweet.
Drop 12 slashing and another 1 poison on her. And then I use my bonus action. I say, Murphy, get her. And so he run. Oh wait, dang it! I hate it when they get stuck together like this. All right, got him. So he's gonna run down. He's gonna run around.
He clambers on top of this crystal grave.
He runs around.
Oh, okay.
And I counted. He's got 46.
Oh, yeah, you got plenty.
And he ran around and he takes a swing at her. Does a 16 hit?
Does not.
All right. He takes a swing at her, but she's out of his grasp, and he's like, I'm just gonna airballs it.
You cannot hit Endy the man.
And I'm gonna take a look at the queen here. I guess just to glance at her, see how she's doing.
Sweet. Go ahead and give me an investigation. That'll be your last action or last thought.
Investigation. 17.
You look down and you see that the gem has really traveled up her arm. It's almost halfway through. The black veins start reaching up and through her chest. You can see them kind of crawling up around her neck now.
Yeah.
As they seep ever closer to her face.
Maywin, it's traveling up her arm. I'm afraid of what'll happen.
We have to save her.
What do we do? That's my turn.
Sweet. Endy looks around, looking pretty haggard right now. Sister, you have found some friends that are worthy of a fight. I can't even believe it. And she looks down at Murphy and looks over at everybody. Well, sister, I'm glad I was able to take this pain away from you. She reaches down and crushes this black onyx ring that's on her hand. The room drops about 20 degrees in temperature.
I don't
as you
notice at all.
hear a deep growl coming from the northwest corner. Everybody roll an Arcana check real quick. As you see your breath in the mist, the rats all flip over in the room and die.
Sorry, I farted.
Deuces.
Dude, I see that.
Nat 20, baby.
Nice. You all hear the low growl of an otherworldly creature as it clambers out of this pentagram that appears in this northwest corner. A pit fiend from one of the lower planes of hell crawls into your dimension, staring over at Endy with a smirk. This is what you want to use me for, he asks with a laugh. Get in here and destroy my sister, Endy says. A pit fiend has now joined the battle. Oromalin looks around triumphantly. You see, I have The hell's by my back. I need eyeless strike no more. Maywin, would you like to comment on your now brother's insane acts as he's looking down at your mother triumphantly, evil look in his eyes?
Andy, how could you? You could have come to me for help. It didn't have to go this way.
How could I not? They have changed me for my whole life. The pain on every birthday.
You could have come to me. We would have, I don't know, we could have figured something out.
You wouldn't have turned me. You would have turned me down. I want you to roll a persuasion check. He's screaming at you, slavering. And then I want you to roll an Arcana check, please.
Persuasion 8.
Ooh. Your words fall on my deaf ears, sister.
Arcana
He cackles
21.
at you. Nice. You feel emanating from his own hand a very familiar feeling. You look and you see a white pulsing coming from his own hand, and the index fingernail ripped off. And as you notice this, I need you to roll a con save, Grimble. As you feel another gem very close to you.
Nice.
25.
Awesome, dude. You absolutely save, and you know exactly where that gem is coming from. Poor
That motherfucker's
Andy's
got a gem
hand.
too!
Freaking gems everywhere around here, Wesley says, as he's still standing there at the ready.
You gonna still stand there like an idiot, Wesley? You gotta do something.
I don't know what to do yet.
You got the fucking sword, use it.
Wait, so who's got the other gem?
It's
Andy.
in,
It's in
Yeah.
Andy's hand.
in Andy's hand, yeah.
Oromalin falls to his knees. Oh, dear brother, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. As he is completely incapacitated and worthless to you all, as tears stream down his face, he looks over at the pit fiend and cowers. Chronic.
It's just a pit fiend, jeez. First time.
What was our Arcana checks for?
That Arcana check was only for Maywin.
Oh,
You said everyone.
yeah. we
No,
had a solid
previously, yeah, when the Pit Fiend came out.
It was to see the pit fiend.
one. Oh.
Okay.
It was a very important Arcana
So
check.
our only remaining enemies are Endy and Pit Fiend.
Yep.
Oh wait, it says
And-
Lizard Folk Shaman. Where's he? Is that the one right in front of me?
Yes, that is the one that is standing in front of you. He is in the fireball that is now gone.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
I
move
shall
up
make
here,
it done.
and then I'm gonna
I
attack
got
this guy
Thank you, though.
with my first attack. Does a 19 hit?
A 19 hits.
Nice.
The little lizard folk shaman.
Nice.
Oh,
That
nice,
does
dude.
9 plus.
He is not
Oh,
undead,
never mind. Disregard that then.
but it still kills him. DED.
I just
Woo.
take one big swipe and cut his head clean off. He's dead. So then,
Through his head, not only his head, but through the staff that he was holding that had a bunch of dead rats hanging from, and it goes flying through, and the pit fiend eats it.
all right. And Pit Fiend is 45 feet away from me, so I'm going to. Well, I already did one attack. I can't do my Ray of Frost, right? I could still do a crossbow attack, I guess.
You could.
Okay. So, yeah. I'll just attack him then with my crossbow.
We need to change your crossbow. It was supposed to be a hand crossbow, not a small crossbow. A light
Oh.
one. Because a hand crossbow you can use with one hand, whereas light crossbow, you have to use two hands for it. But I knew
my
what we
bad.
were going for when we got it. No. It's probably just my mistake. I just overlooked that. So go ahead and do your shot. A 19 at the pit fiend?
Yeah, well, I mean, I since it's the wrong one, I could do something else.
No. We'll go with that, dude. We'll say it's the right one until we get that figured out, and I will do that for you by next
Okay.
turn. Or no, not next turn, but next
Third.
week.
13 piercing.
A 13. You actually hit the
Nice.
mark. You now know the AC of the Pit Fiend.
Well, no, I did. The attack was 19, but 13 was the piercing. It was the damage.
Yes, it was.
Oh.
And 19 was its AC. And if you hit the AC, you now know what it is.
Alrighty. So now
That's how I roll that.
That's good stuff. Okay, and then I'm going to move this way.
Sweet.
Sorry. I'm going to go right there. Uh-oh. Baby's pissed.
Awesome, dude. Anything else for your turn?
No, that'll end my turn. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Took a 5-minute break.
Echo Sin stands before you, looking up at Endy. You are an abomination. We always knew the Thirdborns were cursed. We tried to keep you from that curse, Endinalda. I cannot call you by anything but the name that we have chosen for you. But now that you have forced yourself back, you deserve to die. He reaches up with his hands and casts Ray of Frost. You see that Ray of Frost hit the arm of Endy as he pulls it up, and the shimmering armor just blocks all of that rain damage, doing nothing. He smirks down at Echo Sin. Oh, Echo Sin, your head will adorn my belt before I leave here today. He screams. Maywin.
So I'm gonna look at Endy. Endy, doesn't have to be like this. There's still blood. Don't want to attack you.
Sister, if you won't attack me, I will just be fighting you and kill all of your friends. She's looking desperately over at the Pit Fiend.
So with that, I'm gonna cast Intervention.
Against whom?
Endy.
Endy.
Yeah.
Sweet. So we are doing a Dex save of 15. Ooh, she just saves.
So
That darkness does not seem to hurt her shimmering armor.
she
You see
still
that she...
takes-
Go ahead.
She
Sorry.
still takes 2d8.
She does.
I don't know why it rolled 4, but
All right. It'll just be half of that.
Yep.
Sweet. Oh, not you. Now, as you say these words to her, I want you to roll another persuasion check. And Endy looks at you as you slam into her with your enervation. The darkness kind of covers her armor, splattering over the top of her. She
20.
screams. She looks down at her hand and looks up at you. And you see the hand turn black and the veins race up into her arms and into her eyes. Her blue sky eyes turn black, filling as if with ink, dripping down her face. It is too late for me, sister. I will never, ever let them take anything from me again. And she does a legendary action, taking her crystal rapier and swinging again at her mother's arm. Missing again, slashing into the crystal tomb that she sits upon. Anything else for your turn, Maywin?
Nope, that's it.
Sweet. Wesley looks over at this Pit Fiend and then looks over at the woman standing in front of her, seeing that Maywin had attacked her. He slashes at his leg. Ooh, not hitting with his first attack. You see him twist his great sword's handles, and the sword grows another foot, swinging again, hitting this time. carving into Endy, doing 10 slashing damage after all those crazy rolls.
Do I owe any damage? Did it take damage or anything?
Say that again?
Sorry, I disappeared and it just came back. Did I take any damage? Do I need to apply
Oh, no.
damage?
You are perfect right now as you see Endy getting slashed by Wesley Stipes. Endy screams in death throes. No! This can't be the way it ends! As you see pieces of that blade carving through Endy's arm, severing it, exposing the gem inside. As you see that gem, Gribble, I need you to roll at disadvantage a con save. As Endinala falls lifeless on top of his mother, bleeding, gushing blood all over her.
23.
Nice, dude. You jump back into Murphy, and you are protected wholly from the evil that emanates from the severed arm.
That was a close one.
All right.
I tossed
Go
the
ahead.
severed arm with the gem in it over to Chronic. Open the bag!
Sweet. Chronic, give me a dex check to see if you can catch it in the bag. This flying arm.
Yeah,
Heck yeah, dude.
It was almost a 3.
All of a sudden, you see Grimble perfectly spiral this arm into the bag, and you catch it. Touchdown! Everybody screams. The 49ers win!
And I look at Maywin. Maywin, there's 2 more gems and your mother's arm, and they're traveling up her arm.
Can we save her, or do we have to cut them out?
We can try to cut them out of her arm. Or
All
we can
right.
cut off her
I want you to
arm.
roll a quick Arcana check.
All right. Me?
Yes. And then, Blastius, we will have your turn.
That is a 14.
A 14. As familiar as this gem seems, you still don't know its true nature. Your best thought would be to surgically remove it, and that would probably construe taking the arm.
But I have a decent understanding of where it's at. Like I could locate it.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I
you know exactly where it's at.
I have a pretty strong feeling that it's in the arm, and that
Yeah,
it's
you know-
traveling up the arm.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's all I
You do
basically
know that.
relay to her. I gotta stay in Murphy. I can't be around that thing too long. It affects me, I think, somehow. But we gotta do something quick. I'm worried about her, even though I don't know her.
I'm worried about your mom.
What do we do?
Blastius. You see that pit fiend start circling the corner, looking up and over, knowing now that Endy has passed. He kind of breathes out and over. She is gone to my realm. She is mine now. He looks over at you all.
Okay, bye.
I have no quarrel with you.
Okay,
If you
bye.
attack, you die. As he
You're gonna
steps
leave?
closer and closer to the portal that's in front of you, Chronic. Everybody gets an opportunity to do something right here as you see this huge pit fiend circling around what looks like trying to cast the spell of return.
Wait, he's not going towards our portal home, is he?
He just walked a little closer to the portal as he seems to be trying to cast his own ritualistic spell of return. As he has nobody can hold him into this realm right now, as Endy had passed.
Yeah.
Hey, if he's leaving, we should just let him leave.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe hold your action.
Yes.
Everybody gets a reaction to this. As he
I'm
steps,
holding it. I'm good.
you guys are all holding as you see and you watch. See how smart Ormalin is, as he is ripe with grief.
Oh, it would be what? So Blastius holds his action. Varus, it would be Varus's turn then, right?
You see Ormalin start thrashing around. What the hell is happening? I don't understand. He's crying. Picks up his crossbow and just starts aiming it at anything.
Staff the python.
Wait.
There's a reaction.
Oh. As he reaches up with his hand crossbow, you see
Now I wanna
the
cast a
bolt
snake.
shatter in his face,
Oh, okay.
doing 3 damage of splinter to his eyeballs. He screams, reaching up into his face, clutching splinters.
Oh, don't do that. That looks like it hurts.
Ooh. The
So I'd
pit
like
fiend
to-
looks over.
I'd like to close
Moxie.
the portal if possible.
You would like to start closing our portal?
Yep.
You begin the ritual to close our portal as the pit fiend stares over and he sniffs your portal and sniffs all of you. Ah, Moxie and Might. We will see each other again.
Hopefully not.
Even hell.
And you see in flames this huge circular rune appear underneath the pit fiend, and he sinks into it. It disappears, and all you see are his trailing red eyes staring back at all of you until they both finally disappear in the ethereal.
Does
Ta-ta.
anybody else find it weird that he knows us? This being
Well-
from hell?
We're kind of famous.
I
A lot
mean,
of
we've-
dark-
Well, we
We've
send
got
a lot of
trifolds in
assholes
hell,
there.
right? Leslie looks around and kind of sits back. What in the gods has happened here? Maywin, no wonder you left. Freaking pointy ears are crazy.
The mother! You guys are forgetting the mother.
You
Maywin.
look over, Grimble. I need you to
Maywin,
roll a
baby.
con save at Reg as you are inside. What's his name? Murphy.
You're gonna give me one of these cards. What is it?
Ooh.
11.
The door appears in your mind, smashing you down. Roll a 1d4 for me. The headaches come back with full force as the pit fiend drops into the ethereal. You take 4 psychic damage. And the draw of the gems ache. You hear strange voices and scratches coming from behind the door in your head as it creaks open.
I hand Murphy my Grim Axe. Then I'm like, I can't do it, Murphy. I think you have to do it. But Maywin, what should he do? What should we do? And I hand him the axe and I kind of grab my head. Ah!
Echosin looks over. What in blazes? You cannot take an axe to the queen.
Might be the only way to save her. Unless you guys have
Maywin.
a better idea.
Yes, sir.
It is your turn to react to this as you see Murphy being handed an axe. What are you going to do? As you walk up,
I want to run up to my mom and what do I roll to see if I can get the...
give me an Arcana check. As you look down at these gems, you're a little familiar with these now. Give it to me with advantage.
That's
A
big on
9.
9.
You have absolutely no clue what to do as you see this poisonous veins stretching up and through your mom. You can kind of pinpoint where the gem is, and you see Grimble pointing from the other side at its exact location. You have one action. What will you do?
Now what do I like roll investigation to see if I can get it out?
You cannot roll an investigation. Your only thoughts maybe would be to either cut her arm off or try to cut out the gem itself. Cut her arm off, excuse me.
Or if you got some sort of spell that might do something.
Yes.
Okay.
You
But I
can
don't-
look
I
it through
can't
your
do one.
spell Rolodex.
What I got here?
And you want to try to be creative. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a hand grenade right on her arm.
Murphy hands the axe out to you if you want to do it. Murphy's like, "Rrrr."
He flips it, holding you the handle of Grim.
Would like a cure of wounds do anything?
You don't think so. As you
That's a
can't
great
really
idea,
tell.
though. We chop off the arm, we pull the gems out, and then we cure wounds it back together. Well, we can use mending to mend it back together, and then cure wounds to fix the HP problem.
Who has mending?
Echo Sin looks
I'm
over.
mending.
What are you doing? What is happening? I cannot stop you. She is your mom. But
Tell me how to save her.
You must choose.
Yes,
what are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna cut poor mom here with my little dagger.
You dagger attack your mom. Go ahead and roll an attack, and then I want you to roll a medicine check.
A dagger? No, you gotta chop it off. You need an axe.
All right. Nice hit. That definitely cleaves through the shield. That Echo Sin is still holding up, trying to protect the queen. Oh, you hear him scream.
My medicine check was a nat 1.
Oh, dude. All you can think about right now is getting that arm and gem out of your mom. So you start hacking and hacking away, just missing over and over again, trying your best to cleave in the same spot or try to saw this arm off. You hack it in about 15 different places in the next 30 seconds, just hacking it into oblivion. But finally, the gem drops just gorily to the floor as your mom's arm is just a mass of tendons and split. It is just absolutely thrashed. You see Echo Sin look around and just start vomiting all over the floor. Oh, my queen. My queen.
So
You'll get used to it.
I'm gonna grab for the gem and try to throw it to Bear.
You reach for the gem and you are able to grab it. I need you to roll a strength check, though, as you try to keep it in your grasp.
Oh, I'm not.
Seems to want to jump out.
I am not a strong girl. But that's a 10.
The gem just cracks through your fingers and it goes straight through to Murphy, smashing into Murphy and into Grimble. Grimble, I need you to roll a con save at disadvantage as this gem hits you square in the forehead.
Someone grab it! Someone! Grab that!
No one else is really close enough. As you see Wesley looking in shock.
You said it's a con save at disadvantage, right?
Disadvantage as the gem is trying to burrow its way into your forehead.
13?
Ooh, that was the number in my head, dude, as you are able to reach up and grab the gem and keep it from burrowing into you. I need to roll a 1d4.
Help, guys. I thought the gem's gonna burn itself into my face.
I run over to try and help.
3.
Okay.
Is that 3 damage?
3. No. As you are holding on to this, you will have 3 short rounds to be able to keep it in your grasp without it burrowing into your head. Chronic, you come running up. You get as close as you possibly can to Grimble, and you. What was your movement? You were about right here, right?
Yeah, 35.
So movement will count.
Yeah, 30. I should make it.
You should
It says 30 for some reason on this, but it's 35 on D&D Beyond. I don't know why it's only 30 here.
Interesting. But we will take your D&D Beyond. That's fine with me. So yeah, you get up right next to Grimble. I need you to roll a strength check.
And I still have is my ring still activated? I'm curious.
How long was it supposed to last? I think it's an hour?
Yeah, hang on. I'll tell you right now. I don't know. It just says simple green ring. There's a bonus that can be activated once. Oh, once used, the ring cannot be used again until dawn the following day, but it doesn't say how long it lasts.
Well, that's just weird.
It just says will temporarily imbue the user with primal strength of the bear, but it doesn't say for how long. Sorry, I'm looking on it here. I'll throw it in here. But again, it doesn't give me a time.
For the next minute.
Okay.
For the next minute, the user gains +2 strength.
doesn't say that. Maybe I didn't see that. I'm an idiot. Anyway.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah, so
it has been well over a minute, unfortunately, so you
Yeah.
will not be able to
No.
use the +2.
I gotcha. You just said regular strength check?
Regular strength check is you're trying to pry this gem from burrowing.
Oof.
Nice.
Goodness, that was
You
close.
grab it with both hands, and you were able to squeeze it between your fingers and just pop it out of Grimble's forehead like a zit, and hang on to it as it's just jumping like a Mexican jumping bean in your hand, trying to get into Grimble.
And then I'm going to try and throw it into the living loot satchel.
Sweet, dude. Roll me one more strength check. As you reach around, and it is going with all of its strength at Grimble. Grimble, I need you to roll a D100.
16?
You are still able to take the gem and throw it into the bag. You shut the bag, and boom! The bag drops to the ground as the gem
thank you.
goes into a second dimension. A freaking
Four.
4. Awesome, dude. Oh,
Oh,
whoops.
yeah,
Just a sec here. For the next 3 hours, all you can do is think about the alchemical equations. You don't even know what these equations are, but they just keep roiling through your head. These old equations that a younger Grimble used to make. Different ingredients for different alchemical spells. And so for the next 3 hours, that is really all you can kind of say until you roll different checks.
Okay.
So these methodical thoughts are just going over and over in your head and just spewing out in your speech.
3 drops of this thing, and 7 drops, 4 cups.
You okay, man?
7 drops of bat wings and dude
Start
eye.
backing away.
No, fuck,
We
my
have
head
got to
hurts.
keep the gems away from Grimble. As
Yeah.
you see Wesley step back a little bit too. Little freak. Maybe you should get into Murphy. He seemed to protect
Fuck
you.
you, Wesley. Wesley soup, 3 cans of Campbell's plus semen.
Echo Sin looks over at you in horror as he wipes the bile from his face. He sees you embarrassed. Barris, you reach down looking over at Maywin as you are just scrambling with your mom's shattered arm, and you look up. Roll me, both of you, since you're standing right there, roll me a medicine check. As you're looking down at this botched surgery.
That's better. That's a 20.
There you go. Maywin, you look down and you know, without a shadow of a doubt, that you could never repair your mom's arm. And it is
Even with
hacked to oblivion. It is so shattered, the tendons and everything. If you were able to use mending on it, it would never be at full function. Almost lifeless and limp at the queen's side.
Is her mom alive right now?
You wouldn't really be paying attention to that right now, as you are just really trying to get that gem thought and the doorway out of your head.
That was the out of character question. I was just my own curiosity.
Oh, well, I can't tell you that out of character.
Is she actively bleeding?
Oh my
Probably.
gosh, yes. Blood is just spewing out of her arm.
Can I cast Cure Wounds or something to at least stop the blood?
Yeah, absolutely. Barris, what are you doing right now, my friend, as you were trying to help Maywin just a little? Or not? Barris?
I'll help wow, I really suck at cure
Yeah,
wounds
me
rolls. We both broke Barris.
You are muted, Barris.
So,
What are you doing right now? After you've rolled this medicine check, you didn't really see anything that you could do to help. Is just this slimy mess of an arm on the ground
yeah.
and a stump on the queen. You see Maywin trying to cure wounds and trying to do what she can to help Mom. What are you doing right now as you look around this gruesome scene? The portal is gone now.
I'm a little out of my element, so I'm looking around and I'll do a perception check of the room.
Sweet.
Can someone just be vomiting like violently in the corner? They're just like, it's so gross.
That was Echo Sin just until he threw up until he couldn't throw up anymore. And he himself tried to help with a little medicine, did not. You scan the room, especially the area where the pit fiend was, and you see that, and you feel that the temperature of the room has gone back to normal. You hear some shuffling at the top of the stairway. Eris, as you appear around, you look down at the queen and you see the blood kind of starting to quit seeping out of her as Maywin's casting this, pulling out her staff and murmuring cure wounds over her mom.
I helped in cast cure wounds too. I should move up, I guess.
Sweet.
I say,
As you walk up and cure wounds her.
I was like, that's 7 ounces of.
Let me help you there, Maywin.
2 teaspoons.
The wound has healed. The stump is there, just
Murphy,
below the elbow.
teabag.
The HPIV pops out. You see the breath of the queen going back to normal as
2
the shot
tablespoons of Leslie.
has left her system. Her eyes flutter. She looks up. Sees you staring back down at her, Maywin. You see your mother's green eyes looking at you. Maywin? My dear. It's been years.
Mother, are you okay?
What's happened? What has happened here? She looks around, still glowing, kind of sitting up, looking down at her arm. She winces. What has happened to the queen? Your queen!
Andy has attacked us all.
You see the color leave her face. You said his name. How do you know this? She
He
kind of looks over.
transformed.
She sees the dead body of Endy in front of her. No, my daughter. She will always be my daughter. And Donalda, we tried to save you from our curse. Maywin. She sits up. Help me off this tomb.
I tried to save Andy, but they
How
wouldn't
could you
start it.
save his eyeless thrice? It's her will. And Donalda's death should never have happened. Or maybe should have happened at her birth, as the rituals all say it should. We have been covering this up for 95 years. She
So
looks around at all of you.
Maybe you
Go ahead,
shouldn't
Chronic.
talk about it.
I should.
I don't understand why you guys made him change or her change, or I don't know how we say that.
Well, we had all thought that Maywin was cursed. She was born with the hair as black as night on the blood moon. We all thought that Ylistrai had cursed her. And since my third born, the last child I could have, was a male, we knew we would not have a queen for our matriarchal society. So we decided to use dark rituals to make Endy and Donalda.
Gray ooze residue, crawler mucus, charcoal, finely ground iron, silverthorn.
What is wrong with the
Cat's
little
tongue.
one?
I don't know. His mind has been affected and fractured or something.
Spider
Moved by
grass,
the moon
Fender.
shards.
a silver
Moon
fingernail
shards.
from a giant testicle.
You see her eye light up. Moon shards. Yes. I was on one of my constitutions up north to Mount Illifard, I had found a fragment of one in a cave. Grimble, I need you to roll a history check or a intelligence check. Either
All right. Here comes some history. 17.
A 17. The second she says Mount Illifard, these waves of memories wash over you. You see little snippets of visions of test tubes and alchemic little ingredients strewn throughout this cave. You see people in cages and in tubes, different body parts strewn on tables. The memories are still too fragmented to get an exact pinpoint, but it seems to happen every time Mount Illifard is mentioned.
What is this Mount Illifard?
It borders the north of our land. It is the place where I found that powerful gem. And then she looks down at what was her finger and grimaces. Oh, my arm. How could I be the queen now?
But you still got your other arm.
Long sleeves will work wonders for you.
She looks all over at both of you with this condescending, queenly look. I do thank you for helping us outsiders. And she starts getting that little snooty elven attitude.
You realize you were dead for I don't know, the last year or so?
No, she wasn't dead, Echosin looked over at you. She was just being possessed by the moon gems.
Well,
I couldn't get to her in time.
The king thinks she's dead.
Oh, yes. We couldn't tell him the truth.
So I'm telling her this. So as far as everyone knows, everyone thinks you've been dead for the last year. And removing your arm is kind of what saved your life. So you're welcome.
Yes, as I have said to you, little one, you are welcome. Now, get back to your ingredients.
A piece of lightning, steeped corn, finely ground iron, oil, 4 eggs.
We did all this for Endenalda's benefit. You must understand, Maywin. You must understand, as Echosin kind of croaks over at you. My love.
We heard that.
Wonder why I left.
So you got a thing for her, huh, Andy? Anderson?
That is
Echosin?
none of your concern.
No, it is. This is our friend. We don't trust you.
Oh, but she trusts me.
Do you?
She knows me from the past.
Listen to his voice. I don't trust that voice.
You don't trust my voice.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be Starscream.
I don't trust Starscream. Should we trust him, Maywin?
I don't know.
I don't know what to believe anymore. There's so many secrets here.
You see your mom trying to stand up as she slips off the tomb and starts faltering in front of you, Barris and Maywin.
I'm sorry, but I'm looking at this as a win, guys.
Well, we didn't have to fight whatever that thing was in the corner. I'm just kind of sorry it left with our name.
I mean, we did end up technically killing her brother, and her mom's arm kind of got mangled, but she is alive and walking around now.
You must never tell anyone what has transpired down here, Moxie and Might. Do you understand? Echosin kind of snarls at you, and you see the queen gravely slipping a little bit down the stairs. As no one
going on the
helps
next
her.
trifold, buddy.
No one must ever know. Our whole realm would be destroyed. This secret shame. As your mom, a single tear streams down her cheek.
Secrets. They've been a cancer on our village. Maybe I should go again.
Maybe you should go again. No. Now we have no one else to take over the matriarchy. It is you. It is you. Your dad has been a puppet this whole time. The outside world would never understand a woman leader. And now that leader must be you. But as she keeps trying to walk out, this is not the place to be discussing this. This horror of a place. Please, can we leave?
Look,
You see her
Echo,
start to sob.
she's alive. She can go back to being the queen.
My powers have faded.
Powers?
I would rather be just through with it all. I have lost a son. You see her sobbing.
All right, guys. Well, I give up.
Yeah, well, your husband's still alive. Wouldn't you like to go see him, maybe? I mean, it's been a year.
Yes. Please, take me to him.
You can't
Where
wait
is
for
he?
him.
In the
Well-
trees.
He's back in his throne room.
Everybody roll an intelligence check because the throne room in this castle is cursed as he is back in the Hall of...
Justice.
Yes.
Me no think well.
The Hall of Elders. Blastius, you're staring kind of dumbfounded at this stumpy queen that you thought was so beautiful and is now so haggard.
Yeah, gross. She's missing an arm.
Everybody else, so you kind of remember back that you could not take her into this throne room, but you must go back to the hall. As you walk out of the crypt. Okay, before we leave here, though, is there anything else you would like to do? There are strewn bodies. There are broken crypts. Anything else you would like to do in the crypt?
Your Highness, would we be permitted to search the crypts for loot?
No, you're still talking gibberish.
He can piece together some sentences through the gibberish. It is up to her intelligence, though, to
I am
understand.
Can we do a
I
quick
am
break?
new-
The dog needs to go out.
Taco Supreme.
Yeah, we've been on for a while. So as you
Sorry.
guys walk up and out of the stairway, we'll do rolls for stuff around here and what she says about it and how you guys want to handle looting. Everybody still having fun?
Yeah, we're having fun.
Yes.
Are we allowed to loot? I don't know. This is.
That's
I
why
tried
I'm
this.
asking.
I tried
Yeah,
this
we're-
before, and I had to stab Barris in the hand. So
We're
I
going to
don't
take
know
a
if we're
quick
allowed to.
5 and we
permitted
will
to do
find
so.
out if more stabbings are needed.
Okay.
We will be back shortly. Thank you for watching and enjoying this really strange story. Whoops. There we go. Hope y'all are having a lot of fun out there. I am having a fantastic time. Anybody has any questions, don't ask, because I probably wouldn't know how to answer that question. But I can certainly try. think one of the main things I try to do is not make it like superhero D&D, but then that totally goes away, and I would they all become the superheroes of superheroes, slashing through everything. And honestly, that pit fiend, not having any ties back to this ethereal, wouldn't care. It would leave if it didn't have to really attack. And it could probably judge Moxie and Might, knowing that they might have been strong enough to kill that thing. At least in the state that it was in now, by itself, even with Endy helping. So leaving was probably its own intelligence and knowing. But he does have a trifold now.
We racked his master, though.
Oh, yeah. He had no reason to stay.
Or was he her master? Guess we don't know.
Tables have turned tails. Wait, what?
My, how the turntables have
Yes.
turned.
Mind have the turntables have. All right.
I like the I like the recipe brain.
Oh, dude,
brain
yeah.
recipe thing.
And you're
That's
like,
funny.
these recipes seem familiar to you, but you don't know where they're from, as they are from a Grimble of the past.
Mhm.
They just keep like messing with your head. These, like, gosh, if there were recipes that I actually knew, this would be, almost insightful. But now I'm just rattling off crap. It could mean nothing.
Oh, in case I don't remember to mention it, Grimble wants to go back to that last fight we were at and get like a vial of ectoplasm.
Oh, okay.
If
So
he
you
didn't
want to
already
go back
grab
into
one.
the courtyard.
Yeah. Or we could just say he grabbed it before he left.
Yeah, sure.
Because you never know.
There's actually a few ectoplasmic thoughts down here right now, so you could just steal it from that.
Yeah, there we go.
As you see zombies and wraiths all over the stairway, just strewn apart. Half the stairway's covered in the ectoplasm. Ectoplasmic feces. Just to make it gross.
Gross shit.
Just in case anybody is watching. The crazy reverse sex change, too. I was going to make all these cool jokes about her Adam's apple. It's like the prow of a ship sticking out of her neck. And then I was like, I don't want to take it too far.
I almost made a joke that was basically like, hey, you might be allowed to try to kill him, but don't you dare dead name him. Because we're all trying to, all trying to kill Indy. But then we're like, hey. No dead naming, please. We're like, whoa, too far. As we're like
right?
swinging axes at her head.
Awesome.
We're like, whoa, not cool, man. Not cool.
Whoa, dude, wait.
Not cool, Echo Face.
All right, that is done. She is now there.
My cat's being a butthole right now. Come here.
That is their job.
What?
Always keep you guessing.
She was scratching at the door of the where I am, and then I got up and she followed me into the damn bathroom. Weirdo.
Right.
I don't know if you guys were watching, but doing that whole gem sticking in my head thing, it had stuck a gem in my head.
Oh, you did? Oh, man. No, I didn't see.
You can catch it on the video later.
You look like a unicorn.
I know. It was like rock, and I had like this like
That
a
is
soft
great.
like a soft eraser, like a malleable eraser, right? And so I used it to kind of make like a suction for it. But then it fell off and it fell behind my desk and I lost it.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
You need a Nerf dart.
Yep. It's gone forever.
And there is Endy in all of his bald cleaved glory.
There it is. I found it.
Yeah. We got everybody back?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Sweet. Welcome back, chat. We are back too. Hope you enjoyed one of the strangest crypt scenes you'll ever see. A very light fight. Not what I was expecting. As you walk up the stairways, Moxie and Might, you see Wesley actually the only one trying to help the queen up the stairway, helping her a little bit as she has been in utter agony for the last year. Awen and Barris, you walk close to each other in contemplation about what to do as you look down at Endy's body. Chronic, you start looking around the crypts as you see shattered tombs and glints of jewels.
Cat's tongue. Morning dew. Mushroom.
I don't know. Are we looking around or not? I wasn't the one who asked the question before we left.
Oh yeah, that was the last question.
It was Blastius, and who was it who asked that question?
Grimble asked
Yeah.
if we can loot the crypts. He asked the queen.
The queen does not answer you. She kind of just looks down. They are not my crypts anymore.
So, okay, so you're good? We're good. All right, we're good. And you said there's ectoplasm. I get some of that.
Yeah, you reach over to one of the race that had died in the fireball. You see some of that burnt ectoplasm stuck to the railing.
Oh, this is a good ingredient. Yes, ectoplasm. Ectoplasm.
All the vines on those railings were just charred from that
Ooh, charred vines.
awesome fireball. Aries, as you stand close, walking towards the stairs, what are you doing right now? You're kind of standing there in contemplation with Maywin, walking a little bit behind Mom, where Wesley is kind of using his strength to help mother the queen up the stairs.
Why don't y'all check the crypt? There's some good shit in there. She said it was cool.
Yeah, I'll use the no, I won't use the sending stone. I'll just say it out loud to the rest of the team. You're showing no respect for Maywin's wishes right now. You're defiling her family's remains. What are you thinking? Greed is clouding your allegiance to your friend and your companion.
Isn't this the weird haunted bad guy lair that they're probably gonna shut down and demolish because it's been abused by evil forces?
Did you not hear when Maywin said that I would appreciate it if you didn't loot my family's crypts and bodies?
I didn't hear that actually. Maywin, did you say that?
I did.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't hear you say that. I thought we might find some good stuff in here.
So do as you will.
No, that's okay if she doesn't want me to. I thought everyone was cool. That's why I asked the queen. She didn't say there was anything wrong with it, so.
I guess
mean, we
if
did
my
save her
mother's
life.
okay with it, then there's nothing I can do.
I didn't
Say that again.
I guess if my mother's okay with it, then there's nothing I can do.
Well, no, I'll respect your wishes. I just didn't hear you say that before. Maybe I was too far away.
Okay. Chronic Blastius, you hear this conversation. What do you guys do?
I wasn't looting anyways.
Sweet.
I
You light up
still
a J?
put some ectoplasm though from
Yes.
the
Always.
what do you call it?
Sweet.
I already got my 750
ghost.
gold from the shit that attacked us.
So you are all fine as you look around a little
that reminds-
wistfully.
That reminds me. Can I get 750 gold from the stash, please? Oh, and I think there's a silver tinderbox as well, like that as well.
And that's mine. I didn't put that in the stash.
It's in the stash. I saw it.
Oh, did I put that in the stash? That's dumb of me. No, you can't have that. I'm keeping that.
Care to draw blades? Because apparently that's the way you do things.
Hey, you guys, calm down.
You can be mad all you want, but I'm just walking this way with it. Here's your 750 gold, and I throw it all in coins at his feet.
Sweet.
You want to be petty? We'll be petty.
The coins scatter across the ground in the crypt, rolling throughout, willy-nilly.
Turn to Blastius and I say, is this the kind of person that you want to do business with?
Seems a little uncharacteristic of him, but
You're mad at me for hoarding shit off of things that attacked us, but we walk down here and we kill her brother and hack her mom's arm up, and you're mad at me? I'm the bad guy? Go F yourself. I'm not, I don't care. That's fine. Take your gold if you want to be petty. That's cool. I'm going to be done with it. You could be the bigger man, or you could just continue being upset. I'll leave it up to you.
We see things differently.
Welcome to the business we're in, bud.
Did anybody tell him that he wasn't supposed to loot those other guys? Because
Yep.
I feel like I missed out on part of that conversation. Did we not have a team meeting beforehand? Maybe I was busy fixing Murphy.
Wes
Yeah, I
is
think
not in the
that-
room as he has already walked up with Queen.
Grimlo's saying this as he's like standing between you guys, trying to like stop you guys from fighting. Like come on, like,
No,
this
I
is
think
a
you can do
miscommunication, guys. Let's not kill each other over
I
it.
think that Maywin was extremely clear when she said not to, and still you did.
She didn't say not to. She
She
said,
absolutely did.
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, I guess you're right. I don't care. They attacked us. I'm going to loot the shit that attacked us.
This
Be
zombies and
bitter.
ghosts.
I don't care. We're in the business of killing shit and looting it, and you're upset. I don't understand it, but you have every right to me. That's fine. Go for it.
Chronic, as you say these last words, you start walking towards the stairway, and just with the loot still ringing through the crypts, as the coins still rolling around. You start walking up the stairway. Barris, you see him as he turns his back to you. And we all start heading towards the next room, the dining room of death.
Before we leave, can I take the
Yes.
body of my sibling with me?
Yeah, absolutely. As you try to start picking him up,
I got it.
Barris, you reach over and pick up this cleaved elf. Kind of wrap him up a little bit. Roll me a medicine check really quick.
2.
Awesome. Yeah, you're able to wrap him up in this cloth that you had found just like kind of over this tomb. You wrap him up in that so he doesn't bleed all over you, and you carry him up into the dining room. You see the queen looking around in horror, remembering the last night that she remembers. Looking around at all the dried blood, her friends and family still sitting at the table, almost in mock laughter. The skulls open.
The bodies are still there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
They left it as a cursed room.
Uh,
And as you enter this room, I need everybody to roll me an investigation check.
Right down the middle.
25.
Oh, Grimble. All right, Grimble. Roll a history check now, as you are the only one that saved. Maywin, you got darn close.
15 on the history?
A 15.
25
That was the
15.
number I was thinking.
Oh,
You feel a familiar presence, but you do not see it. You look over at the throne, Milandrak's throne, not the queen's, and an image shimmers into existence. And you see the green eyes of Bear Shimmer staring back at you.
I think I'm still tripping, guys. I see Bear Shimmer. Ah, and 2 ounces of toenails and
You all turn
wildflowers.
around. And
No,
you
it's Bear
see-
Shimmer. Wait, is she there? Like actually there, or like just like
Yeah.
a flash?
She's in the throne. She's standing or sitting in the throne right now. And you see her very tall frame, cross-legged, looking over at you, looking down at the blood at her plate and just smiling. She kind of flicks her finger across it and wipes her tongue with it. Aged elven blood. Such a treasure. Such a delicacy. Hello, Moxie and Might. How fare thee?
Hi, Bear Shimmer. We weren't expecting seeing you again so soon.
Oh, you do realize that the dragons are about. They have been destroying the misty forest and have been coming through the plains of Westabel, too. Seems you had left at an opportune time.
You wouldn't have anything to do with that, would you?
Me? Ah, no. I do not.
We're friends, right?
Well,
Are you here to help us?
as you would be friends with a worm, yes, we are friends.
I'm friendly with lots of worms.
Worms are cool. She just looks down upon all of you and smiles. I
What are
see
you
you
doing
have
here?
saved the queen. Ah, Chronic.
I thought Bear Shimmer was a girl.
Bear Shimmer is a girl.
Bear Shimmer's a dragon.
A dragon. A female ancient emerald.
Okay, I thought you said he.
I said, well, I didn't mean to. If I did, I've been messing that up all day. He stands up from the throne and kind of floats across the table and stands in front of the gaping hole in the floor. And soon the mosaic actually pops itself back up as Oramalin fixes it and stands back, trying to get away from the dragon.
Scoop some of this blood in a vial for science.
Sweet. You have a vial of dried elven blood. Noble dried elven blood.
I passed Chronic all the vials that I've been collecting the last 5 minutes. So there's like a vial of dried elven blood. There's the ectoplasm. What else was it? I think there's those 2 for now. Yeah, put
That's
this
what
in
you
the
got.
Make shit here.
Well, you've taken the first steps of saving this forest. And that was destroying the evil from the top down.
Woohoo,
What has
go us.
brought? Do you know what has brought these dragons here? They're Blastius? Have you figured it out yet?
Nope.
Does it have something to do with these crazy gems we keep finding?
She looks over at you with her green eyes shimmering. You know, Grimble, you would be the one that should know the answer to this question that you ask.
I feel you're right, but I can't put my finger on it. It's like the tip of my tongue.
There's only one thing I can say is find your old home. Most of the answers, maybe even all of them, they will be answered. Or all of the questions will be answered. She smiles at you with her green eyes.
And I look over, I was like, what was that place that I said we needed to go to? I think that's what it was.
Mount Inkanisha?
Mount Illifarn.
Yeah. That one.
Mount El.
I need you to roll me a con save as the words Mount Illifarn leave your lips.
Mount
Eye of Newt right behind it.
You said ability or saving?
Con save.
19.
You
Mount
say,
Illifarn.
again, as the doorway appears, it shimmers out of existence just as quickly.
Yeah. Oh, starting to feel better.
Ah, the lives of you worms, so interesting. In such a blink of an eye, so many things happen.
Aren't young dragons called worms?
Ah, the wormlings.
Yeah.
Way better than worms. You spell that with a Y, not an O.
I'm just saying, worms are important.
Yes, they are, little Grimble. I think you have one crawling out of your ear right now.
Oh, save that guy for later.
And you see Bear Shimmer look over at the Queen and mock bow. Ah, the Queen. It is good to see you awake. How long has it been? A year? And you feel the laughter of the dragon start shaking the floor. And you feel the strength of Bear Shimmer. Have you any questions, Moxie and Might?
Yeah, what's up with these moon shards? Why they keep trying to go into Grimble's skull?
You must go to his home to find that answer. It's an answer I don't quite know.
Is Mount Elifar his home?
It is, maybe, to the north of you. It seems to be triggering some sort of reaction with it. I have been noticing this through your travels.
What's your angle on this? I mean, why are you interested in this?
There are certain powers that rival mine that are acting right now, acting of their own free will, and that should never be. The laws of the land, nay, the laws of the universe must all be followed. And they would try to bend them, maybe even break them.
Who's doing that? Not us. We do simple
You're
stuff.
doing your best to stop this, my fellow Moxie and Might.
Yeah.
Little do you know, you have drawn yourselves a path. And certain decisions that you make will decide the outcome of all of Faerun.
No pressure, huh?
Ha 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 ha, little fireman. And she throws you a little satchel.
Oh, we should get him a little fireman hat.
You open up this satchel and you see the stinkiest of stinky white-covered weed.
Ooh,
The
thank you.
Dragon's Blend.
Oh, shit.
We're gonna sleep well tonight, fellas.
He gonna get high.
A quarter
never
ounce
come
of
in.
Dragon's Blend.
Wow.
So, leader, have you any questions? You have been silent this whole time. Are you still not attracted to me, little one?
You're talking to Barris, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I did say something. Anyway, I'm stammering. I'm a little bit embarrassed by her question.
Her green eyes flash with humor and amusement. I see the dragon's got your tongue.
Go get her, Barris. Come on, go flirt. I think she likes you.
She won't let herself touch the ground, and she walks around and says, I hope you all figure out what to do. You have some decisions ahead of you that will happen very soon. Like I said, change the fate of all.
Well, you got any advice or tips or anything more to tell us than that? Weird shit keeps happening, and we just keep dealing with it as it comes. It'd be nice if we had a plan or some sort of direction. I don't know what's going on, but it's one thing after another, and now we're all at each other's throats over nothing. There's something weird going on.
It is an emotional time. Strange things have happened. Forget your book, Grimble. Go ahead, Barris.
We encountered some sort of creature that seemed to hail from another plane.
Another creature? Where?
We were in the crypt. It was huge and it was red, and it said it would see us again. You know anything of that?
Oh, the hellspawn?
A pit fiend.
A pit fiend? Who would dare summon a pit fiend here?
It's a spawn from
Maywin's sister did.
The guy Barris is carrying.
Maywin's sister did. Yeah, and then she crushed
Endinalda.
she crushed a ring on her finger, and the pit fiend showed up.
No wonder I couldn't sense this.
It was an onyx ring, I believe.
I have heard of things like this happening. But that ring slips my memories. I must look into that. She should never have had that type of power. To summon a pit fiend. Maybe that's how some of these dragons have been summoned. I don't know. Well, now you've given me something to chew on, Moxie and Might.
And someone is using these gems to control people's mind, and we don't know who that is.
She looks down at you sympathetically. I hope you know soon enough. I truly hope you will. Stay focused on what's right, Grimble. And Barris, you have led well so far, but what is the true path of Moxie and Might? If not for the clinking and clanking of gold. She laughs at you.
I think that we'll soon find out.
Yes, you will. Little Furbolg. Leave this dreadful place.
Not so little, and I grow to 14 feet.
Nice. Nay, Chuck. Right in front of her. She laughs. Always amusing. Always. The queen looks stiffly over at her, hiding her broken stump of an arm behind her back. Still haughtily not wanting to bow to Bear Shimmer. She looks over at everyone. Maywin, you will grow up very soon. I hope you have the spirit to handle this.
Did Bear Shimmer say that or my mom?
Bear Shimmer says that. Your mom is just hiding there looking over at Bear Shimmer, like meeting her gaze.
Hey, Bear Shimmer, can we ask one favor from you? Maybe your magic is powerful enough. Ours is not. Can you fix her arm?
Ah, no, she must live with that sin.
What about, like as a favor to us? Please.
As a favor?
Yeah, we did you a favor. We did you a
Did
favor.
you favors?
We did let you know about the pit fiend.
Well,
that was for your benefit, Sir Chronic.
I meant the old favor that we did for her. I was just, if you can't do it, I mean, if you're not powerful enough, I understand. It's okay, I understand. We couldn't fix her arm either. We had to take our arm off to save her life. But yeah, I get it. If you're not powerful enough to do it, that's fine. Just wondered, I thought maybe you could do us a favor.
I would never do that favor. She deserves it not. Her nobility does not show her actions. Her actions have been of the lowest common denominator on Earth and on this Fey room. She stares down, passing her judgment on the Queen, looking at you and shaking her head. Sometimes goodness is folly, Grimble.
All right, well, you can't do it. You can't do it. All right. That's fine. It's cool. It's cool.
Keep pushing that button, Grimble.
What button?
See where the elevator takes you.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
What's an elevator?
You haven't visited the dwarves yet. Anything else?
I bow when I walk back slowly. Like, all right.
Eris, you two have yet to speak.
Who hasn't spoken?
Maywin. You have spoken, Barris. Is there any questions that you have had, though? You didn't really get to ask her anything.
No, not really.
All right, Maywin?
Like Chronic said, I just wanted to know why she was here. But seems to be alluding to it. So
following dragon attacks. Expedition. Following the dragon attacks.
Air Shimmer, is there any hope for my home?
Of course there is. The Misty Forest is strong and has been here thousands of years before your family has even discovered it. Oh, you mean you don't care about the trees? You're talking about your family. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yes. Soon the decisions that you make will tell the future, and all will stem from that decision. Isn't that right, my queen? As she looks back at the one-armed stumpy queen.
You call her Stumpy.
See her green eyes flash in anger. Why would you ever think a god would want that sick, perverted ritual to happen? You know not of Ilastrai's wishes. Queen looks down in shame, but does not say a word.
All right, Bear Shimmer. Well, is there anything else you have for us? We're gonna go talk to the king now.
Yes, that would probably be wise. See what Milandrak is doing now. Sleeping, drinking, being quite useless.
Agreed.
All right. Good luck, Moxie and Might.
All right. Bye, Bear Shimmer.
Bear Shimmer. Thanks for the pot.
The room fills with smoke as Bear Shimmer disappears, saying the strange magic words, a la peanut butter sandwiches. You walk out into the empty courtyard. As people start walking through, you walk all the way through like Rylit more. As more and more people see that the mists that have covered the castle have disappeared. And all they see is just a stench of the undead and death reeking from the castle. But the curse has been lifted. You enter the throne room, the hastily made throne room in the Hall of the Elders. and see Melandrox sitting there in his throne, his fingers pursed in front of his mouth. Not really looking at anything, not really doing anything, just sitting there.
Well, King.
You all enter the room, the queen, everyone.
We found the queen. Ta-da!
He jumps up. My queen, what? What are you doing? How are you alive? He stumbles forward.
Rumors of her demise were greatly exaggerated, I guess.
Why would you appear to these outsiders? I have had throngs of elves looking for you. Our kingdom's shattered. Dragons attacking.
Listen, King, we saved her. She was cursed. We removed the curse. She's good now. But she lost an arm, as you can see.
Oh, my queen. He comes again, running, tripping past you.
I hope it wasn't your favorite arm.
He crawls in front of her, grabbing at her feet, looking up at her arm in horror.
Here's the arm if you still want it.
Who did this to you, my queen?
I pull the arm out of the living loot satchel and place it on the ground.
Wait, before you do that, we got the
Yeah,
gems
don't
out of
do
the arm, right?
Yeah, you guys got the gem out of it already.
I was doing it respectful, like, I mean,
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah. Here's the arm in case you want it. I don't know.
The gem was still in it, that's all.
You might want to bury it or something.
I know, the gem came out already. I already took it out.
We're not keeping the arm. That's the point. We're trying to be respectful here. Here's your arm.
Everybody roll a perception check real quick.
The sleight of hand check that I did earlier,
Yes.
to remove the ring off of Envy's body
Without being seen, which roll was that? The sleight of hand of a 24. You absolutely do that. Because that is well over everybody's perception. Maybe not well over, but over.
well enough.
Grimble, you are looking at the king
Medium well.
intently. Cannot see what's going on around you.
Hmm.
Most of the rest of you, though, look and see all these guards start just popping out of all the different statues that line this hall. They surround the queen and surround you all and turn around, pulling out their swords in a circle of spikes, protecting their matriarch and queen.
Dragon's blood.
Wow.
Silverthorn. What are you guys doing?
Archers appear in the corner.
You guys know we saved her, right?
What? I don't believe it. There is no way you outsiders would have seen the queen before me.
Yet here we are with her.
Yeah, ask Echo Sin.
And we found her underneath your castle here.
Ask your daughter.
Or her. She's right here. Tell him.
Maywin, what can you say of this? Where is Endinalda? It's her birthday.
I'm gonna look at Ferris and give him a small nod. Indy is here, but
Endy?
we need
How
to
do you
bury-
know that name? Maywin, answer me.
Well, the truth was revealed.
He looks at you in horror. No. Kind of moans as he's rolling around on the ground in front of the queen, who just looks down at him, just steely, like not even paying attention to him, as if him being who he is beneath her. Echosin looks up. Yes, my king. They know. Even the outsiders. But the curse has been lifted. Endy lives no more. And Barris, you are holding Endy.
I am.
Curse?
I just lay him down very carefully right on the ground right there.
You see his bald head unravel from the wrapping.
Holy crap!
He turns into a giant in front of you.
Is that the
Rolls
ancient one?
over. That is Endy. Milandrak looks over and again just lets out a scream. Oh, he should not. Guards, leave the room. You see all the guards looking around, confused, not knowing what to do, what's happening. He screams again, get out of here now. They all leave. He sits cross-legged in the middle of the room, looking as if he had just lost his kingdom. The queen walks up and sits in the throne.
So we're gonna go.
And where do you think you're going? The queen finally speaks.
We got more,
Off
we got
to the
more
next
work to do.
adventure.
Yeah, we got more work to do. More
Next adventure.
more dragons to deal with.
More dragons to deal with. Yes, gems to chase. If you ask me, I do not believe those gems are connected to the dragon attacks here.
What do you think it is then?
She looks down at the stump on her arm. It aches. You see her eyes clench. I do not know, but there are more pressing matters. No one can know that I'm alive.
What happened to the stones that were in her arm?
You guys have put them in the bag.
Oh yeah, the whole arm and everything went, right?
Yes.
But you just laid the arm down on the ground, right?
The arm down, yes, but the gems were...
No, I said I
Still in
took
the bag.
earlier. I took the bag, like that was already been taken out.
No,
Just
so
the
the
arm is
gem
left.
jumped up into Grimble's forehead, and then Chronic reached over and pulled it out and put it in the bag.
Okay, so there's gems just loose in the bag, and there's a gem in the butt plug thing.
Yes.
Do you using them?
Little fragments of these gems, yes.
Yeah, the two other loose shards joined, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, two of the loose shards that you had just found joined.
So there
into
was
one
three
and almost went
shards.
into Grimble's heads.
Two connected to each other. One is still in the nug jug.
Just using the setting stone, I'd like to ask you guys if you think that we need to check to see if the king has a stone inside him as well.
How do you check? I
Well,
guess
I can go
Everybody can roll an Arcana check.
I can go stand next
Grimble
to him and
senses him though. But
see if I can feel it, I guess. So I guess I stand next to him, and what do you want me to roll?
Nice. Arcana.
All right.
You guys all look
Advantage?
intently at the king as you were talking in your heads.
no,
Silently.
not an
Everybody
advantage.
looks
I
at
just
you
I
weirdly.
have advantage in it.
Well, I just meant because Grimble's got that special. He's got the Grimble tingle.
Yeah. Grimble can go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and roll that advantage. Absolutely. As you step closer and closer to the king, you all do just kind of like converge on him as you're speaking to your head. Just like, what is going on? What is this silence? Maywin, speak to me. As he kind of cowers in front of you. You do not feel any gem inside this king. The fragment of the man you knew growing up, Maywin.
He's clean.
On to more pressing matters, the queen says,
What about
looking
Echo
down
Sin?
on you.
I'm gonna stand near Echo Sin and see if I can.
Go ahead and roll me another Arcana. Echo Sin looks at you. What do you want?
28.
Nice.
Why did he get all like creepy, super creepy? Like,
It's been creepy.
Because
That
he
was-
is super creepy. Starscream.
Actually, really
Walk
good.
over and feel nothing but true intent emanating from Echo Sin. and the cloying smell of dead rat.
He's clean, I guess.
Clean-ish.
Well,
The
I guess
queen
we should-
looks down.
I guess we could head north now, right, guys?
Well, you could do that, or do what you have to do, Maywin. What is your birthright? Accept the throne. You need to become the queen of the Misty Forest and the voice of Ilustrai. It is your birthright. The cursed one. She shakes her head. You see Melandrag look, surprised as hell. As the camera pans up and away, looking down at Maywin, and the light shines just on her, as she now has to weigh the queen or her friends, Moxie and Might. Thank you all for joining us. Hope to see you next time, which will not be this Thursday. It will be the next Thursday. Happy anniversary, everybody who's not going to be here this Thursday. I love you all.